What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Big Blue Lounge. Tonight we're gonna talk about the defensive end rotation that we have lined up already. I'm excited about it, but before we do any of that, let's go ahead and start the show off.
Ain't no chat, no like, it's just action. All my just front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now, cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now, cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champs.
Bobby, what's going on? Duran, what's going on, man? Thank you guys for being here. Today, I'm excited to talk to you guys about the defensive ends, man. Azeez Ojulari, obviously, 8 sacks in his rookie year, considering what we had out there on the team. Now you add a Kayvon Thibodeau to that. Ellison Smith has had a year to develop and learn. Quincy Roche as well. So with that rotation, we should be able to produce results immediately. Levance, what's going on, my brother? And I would expect to see a dominating defense under Wink Martindale immediately. Before our offense takes off or anything like that, special teams, I believe our defense is going to make a statement week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. And I'm excited about the defensive ends. And I think that the rotation that we have at the defensive end position is phenomenal. Ellison Smith's body type alone, he has an OCU Manura body type. Okay, he gets off of the ball very fast. So I'm very excited, as I said, to see how this defensive group is going to turn out with the present rotation that we have in place. As I said, Kayvon Thibodeau, Ellison Smith, Azeez Ojulari, Quincy Roche. The blitz squad is in full effect, gentlemen. Expect to see a lot of get at his ass pause from the defensive front with Leonard Williams up there, Leo the Lion, and our 2 defensive ends, whichever ones are in, and whatever nose tackle or defensive tackle is alongside of Leo the Lion. So, Bobby, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Lou?
We're pretty good.
Hey, I agree with you. Like in the past, the Giants, like in 1986, their defense was great. 1992, and also 2007 and 2012. Right?
What's up, Eric Seabrook?
Right? All Super Bowls, right? You agree?
All our Super Bowls, our defense was good.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Defense is what wins championships. What's up, Eric?
But in
Eric
86,
says, we live. This ain't no rerun, is it? Let me see. Lou, what's up? Why?
86, we had a good offense, though.
Josh Cologne, what's going on, my brother? He says, yo, what's up, guys? Quick question. Why did they keep Kadarius Toney's knee surgery under the radar?
Oh, no.
I have no clue.
He's not playing this year?
It's above my pay grade. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's playing.
Oh.
Yeah, he's I'm pretty sure he's playing.
So I find out tomorrow if I have COVID. So.
Oh, by the time you find out, it'll be gone.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Darren Osmond says it's a minor knee procedure, is what I'm assuming.
Oh, I see.
So, but thank you guys for being here. If it's your first time being here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. I'm 58 subscribers away from 1,000. Help me get there. It costs you nothing but a few seconds of your
Hold
time.
on 1 minute. Let me check something. I'll check something out for you in a minute. No, he's not on now.
But yeah, I'm excited about this defense, guys. I can't wait to see how they play under Wink Martindale. I know he's got some great blitzes up his sleeve.
Yeah.
I think the amount of linebackers that we have competing for a starting position is going to be very competitive in that group, and we're going to end up with some serious linebackers back there. Skylar Big Red Shaw. What's going on?
Where is everybody, Lou?
Well, I know Mac and Zion stream was on at 8:45, which is why I pushed mine back to 10:05 to try to not cut into theirs.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Are they coming on?
I have no idea. Skylar
Are you
says, "What's
okay?
up, fellas? Didn't get the notification y'all was on. Well, you must not be subscribed then. Hit that
Are you
subscribe button
okay?
for me. You see that little ticker going across the bottom of the screen? I'm
Yeah.
58 subscribers away from 1,000. Help
Are
me
you
get
okay
there.
today?
Cost you a few seconds, huh?
Are you okay today?
Yeah, I'm okay. Why?
You look tired.
I'm always tired. I'm the supervisor of a huge property,
I
and
know.
I
You
haven't
told
been
me
able to hire. Well, I hired somebody, but he still got to go through all the
yeah,
stuff before he
training.
can start. No, the background check, the
Oh,
drug
yeah,
screening, and all that.
Right.
So,
Start, yeah.
what you think about Michael Jacquez, the corner we signed? Hey, I think he has potential to compete, and
Where's he from?
I hope he wins a position somewhere on this team or
Where
with
is he
someone
from?
else. If not, I don't know exactly where he's from.
Oh, he's from college though.
Either he's undrafted free agent or
Oh,
something to that effect, probably a walk-on, tryout, something.
okay. I never heard of him.
He says, I'm subscribed and notified. Oh, well, I mean, I just said that because you said you didn't get the notification.
Skyler.
Frank, what's going on?
Hey, look at who it is, Frank Waiters. Does he like to come on?
I hope he picks 6 Hurts. He will. Dallas Schwartz in the building says, howdy, Lou. What's going on, my brother?
Dallas Schwartz.
Yeah, he's a Dallas fan, but he's a big supporter.
I'm sorry
I
about
appreciate
that.
it.
Sorry about that.
He said, nah, he's a vet. Oh, okay. He's a veteran.
Chat.
Not a undrafted free agent. Okay.
Okay, I never heard of him.
Brother Frank.
If I had somebody online on YouTube, I would have asked him if he could do a raid for you. But he finished his thing tonight. No Bad Dog?
Yeah, I know Bad Dog. Well, I don't know him. I mean,
I was gonna
but
ask
I
him
know
to do a raid
of
for you.
his channel.
Then you'll get your 50 subscribers. He's almost up to 100,000.
Yeah. He's the benchmark of Giants YouTube content creators.
Yeah. You like Hot Pizzle? Like Hot Pizzle?
Excuse me?
You like Hot Pizzle?
Do I like him? I've never met him.
Oh, he's hilarious. You gotta see his channel.
I've seen a few of his videos. I'm saying I've never met him. I've never.
Yeah,
actually
he does not like the
conversation or did a
Dallas
stream with
Cowboy
him.
guy. What's his name?
No, I don't like the Cowboys neither.
No, the
Michael
guy who
Jacquez
does
signed.
Dallas.
Played for the Eagles. Oh, that guy. Oh man.
Oh, he always does every day. He does a video.
No, I'm talking about this comment. That's who the cornerback that we signed today was from the Philadelphia Eagle.
Okay,
so
well,
we basically traded Bradbury for Jacquez is what we basically did. That was dumb as hell.
Good.
That was dumb as hell.
Maybe he's younger than Bradbury too and cheaper.
Yeah, he's doing better.
Yeah,
it's going to take some time, Frank.
He doesn't have COVID, does he?
I'll let him speak for himself when he comes back.
He's on. Doesn't he? Is he on Twitter?
Who?
Lou? Not Lou.
Joe. Joe hates Twitter. He don't. We've been teaching him all this shit.
Yeah. Well, he's older man. I like Facebook. I don't do Twitter too much. Thanks, Lou. Frank Waiters.
You're welcome, Frank.
I miss him.
Who, Frank?
No, the other guy.
Joe.
Yeah, I like Frank too.
Yeah, everybody misses Joe. It's not the same without Joe. My buddy Joe. He'll be back. It's just
crazy.
He needs a little time.
Yeah.
That's all. My buddy needs a little
time. You like
time.
Sports Fairy?
Huh?
You know Sports Fairy?
Do I know who?
Sports Fairy?
Sports Fairy? No, I've never met a Sports Fairy.
Oh, you gotta look them up. They're over like 102,000.
Hey, Mama Grano, que lo que?
Is that Italian or Spanish?
Huh?
Were you
What I
speaking
just said?
Spanish? Yeah.
That was straight Caribbean.
Oh, what did that
Mama
mean?
grano. Carachimba.
What does that mean?
You don't want to know. It's bad words.
Oh, okay. Well, I know
That's
some Spanish bad words. I won't say
that's
it.
my people's right there, yo.
Mm. You say you like Caribbean food, right?
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Manda Giants.
Do you like what's that one that has the rice and like chicken in it? You gotta make the rice.
Arroz con pollo. Y'all call it
No, not
ACP.
that, but the other one. It was on Bill Cosby show.
I have no idea.
Oh,
What's up, my brother? I tried to call you the other day, son. You ain't answer.
Oh,
Huele culo.
it's
Mama grano.
Spanish. It's what is that called? Oh man, I like that. That looks good. I want to try it. I can't wait till you get 1K.
I'll be there.
I'm gonna give
I'll
you
be there
$5.
this week.
I'll
Boy,
give
you
you
silly.
$5 when you reach that. I give everybody $5 every time. And they're going, you guys are entertaining. Maybe not
Funny
Chris.
how? Like funny like I amuse you?
Yes, you amuse me, Lou. That's why I
Oh
like to come
shit.
to your channel.
Pause. You about to
I
go
used to go
backstage,
to
son.
Chris the Entertainer's channel. Not too much anymore. I haven't been on that channel for a long time. Remember him?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. Do you like oh yeah, there's Big Pat Sports. How you guys doing? Come on in.
He'll be
Please.
on shortly.
Yeah, he did the game last night, I heard.
Yeah, that was a good game too. It
His
went to the
team won,
wire.
right? His team won.
I think Shreveport lost actually, but it
Oh
went to the
man,
wire.
just cheer for them. I like Louisiana. There's some good food down there. Gumbo.
That jambalaya is the shit.
Jambalaya. Yeah, that's true. But jambalaya too. Yep. I love cooking. I love cooking shows. So let's talk about. Yeah, I like that defensive coach we have this year.
Oh, Wink Martindale's a monster, bro. And with the rotation that we got coming in this, when you got Ojolari
Yeah.
and Roche and Kayvon Thibodeau or Ellison Smith
Uh-huh.
in that rotation, because Aziz Ojolari and Kayvon Thibodeau are only gonna help Roche and Ellison Smith get better.
Right. Yeah. True. They doing
You
the
couple
3
that
4?
with the fact that Michael Strahan is mentoring one or two of them guys,
Ooh,
and
that's
Osi
great.
Umanuro gave the other one pointers and helped them get over here. So you got two defensive legends from the New York
Yep.
Giants organization stepping in and saying, "Okay, we're tired of this. We might need to step in and do something."
Yeah.
You know, so it is
I
what it
agree
is.
with
I
that.
appreciate it. You know, once a giant, always a giant. So
Mhm.
you know they
Hey,
have an
Big Blue in the
opportunity to do
Bronx, tell him to
something.
come on. Tell him to
Big
come on.
Blue, Alex, what's going on, my brother?
Big
The link
Blue,
is in
come
the
on in.
chat.
Come on, Big Blue in the Bronx. Come on in. I like talking to that kid.
Pause. You said that a little bit too excited there, Bobby.
He's smart. He's a smart
Oh
kid.
no,
He's
yeah, I
smarter than
fucks with him.
me. He's smarter than
How's it
me.
going, Timothy?
He
They're
knows
saying
everything.
Roche is a secret weapon as the rotational relief edge.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. And
That's
so is Ellison Smith. A lot of people sleeping on him. I'm telling you.
I think he's good. I saw him last year. He's good.
Thibodeau, Ojolari, Roche, Williams. Damn, look out. Yeah, you're forgetting Ellison Smith.
Yeah, I think he's good. I really think he's good. I agree with you. Are they doing the 3-4 this year?
No,
What are they doing?
I'm pretty sure it'll be a 4-man front.
Oh, 4-3? That's what we did last year.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a 4-man front.
All right. I thought it was going to be a 3-4. Right after 3-4.
I'm pretty sure.
You like the other defensive coach we had?
He said, hurry up, Pat. Lou needs you. Wait,
Spags.
let me pause that. Please. What you saying, Eric?
Eric Seabrook. You're not from Massachusetts, are you?
Who? Eric?
Eric
Or me?
Seabrook. What?
I said, who you talking to, Eric or me? You know I'm
Eric
not from
Seabrook.
Massachusetts.
Is he from Massachusetts?
I have no clue.
or New Hampshire.
But
There's a
if you
Seabrook,
guys
New
if it's
Hampshire.
your first time here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button for anybody who's just popping in and not
I
commenting.
want
I'm only
my
50
friend to
something
come on.
subscribers away from 1,000.
Where's
Do
my
you all
friend?
think Thibodeau will have a better or similar rookie season as Micah Parsons? And we did a mostly 3-4 front last year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be a 4-man front this year.
Okay, that's good. I thought it was going to be a 3-4. Michael Parsons. Oh my God, that guy is. Isn't
I
he crazy?
He's a linebacker and Thibodeau's an edge rusher, defensive end. So um I don't think he'll do as much, but I'm pretty sure he'll get more sacks than Micah Parsons.
Yeah, but he says he's greater than. Oh, who did he say he was greater than? I'm telling you.
Who's joining me on the 12-5 wagon? No, I'm still on the 11-6 train, Frank.
What's 12-5? Oh yeah, me too. 11-6. Yeah.
Levant says, in the famous words of the heavyweight champion of the world, yo, woo, doing well with the ladies, yo, woo.
He's getting so old, man. That guy.
T-Maj, T-May in the building. Haven't seen you in a while. He says, Lou, been a while. Always seem to get a notice you're going live about 9 hours after you air on air. That's weird.
I think it does that. Yeah. I always get your thing. They always tell me you're wrong.
What's going on, Pat?
Hey, Big
Hey,
Cat. How
what's
you
going
doing,
on?
Big Cat? How you doing, my
Heavyweight
pal?
in the building, and he says, woo, great way to end the weekend, chopping it up with the BBK with Lou, the guru, dropping knowledge, which I used to do well with the ladies. Woo! Tell him, Bobby. Tell him, Levant.
He's funny. I like that guy.
Timothy says, should the Giants trade Sterling Shepard, Tay Crowder, and 2023 first and third rounders to the Falcons for AJ Terrell, Matt Hennessy? They need a
Yes.
cornerback in the center in a bad way.
Yes.
No, we should not trade all of
Why
that
not?
away for those
Right.
guys. Parsons was
Yeah,
compared
that's it.
to
He was
Lawrence Taylor
compared
by
to the
dumbass
LT.
Cowboy
Thank you,
fans.
Duran.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
them
was
dumbass
bullshit.
Cowboy fans ain't seen a
Oops, sorry.
championship in over a quarter of a century. So
Yeah, that's
Right.
bull crap. Yeah, bull
I
crap.
think
Okay.
it'll be another hybrid defense. I think it'll be mostly a 4-3.
What's a hybrid
No,
defense mean?
A hybrid defense is
Wink
where they
runs a
play
3-4.
3-4, 4-3, where they
Oh,
run disguises and cover up in different ones.
okay, gotcha.
Wink
Pat,
runs
how
a
you doing?
primarily 4-3. What's going on, Bobby?
I'm sorry about your team losing yesterday. I was cheering for them.
That's
Nah,
what
it
I
was a
said.
damn good game.
That's what I said. He runs a 4-man front most likely. So
I wish Big the
there's
kid
Taj.
the,
He wouldn't come fuck with us yesterday on the box, and I don't know why. I thought he was mad at me.
Taj.
No, I wasn't mad at you. Like, no,
I
I
like, what the
think
hell I said,
no,
what I do to Taj, man?
Taj, how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm
T
good.
Maj says 12-5. They get 7 wins, and I'll be happy. All right. Heavyweight champ of the world spitting facts, yo. Big Pat. Seabrook.
Eric Seabrook, where are you from originally? Are you from
Teammates
New
12-5,
Hampshire?
if not 11-6. All right. Eric Johnson, good evening, guys. Don't forget Fox. Add him to the mix. Yeah, Tamon
Yeah,
Fox.
Tamon Fox. Like we got depth across the defensive line like crazy now.
Yeah, we're gonna have great defense.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
honest
I
with
like
you.
our defensive line depth.
And I like the
T-Maj
coach
says,
too.
I hope you're right, but I've been burnt by too high hopes too many times.
You know, Wake Martindale used
What's up,
to
Frank?
do game shows. You know that? They
What's
do
up,
game
Pat?
shows too.
Tell him again, Rick. He says, get Lou to 1,000 subs, people. Let's go.
Yeah,
you
I'm
see
gonna
that ticker?
try. My
You see the
friend's
ticker
not
down
on
there?
tonight.
Says 58 subs away from 1,000. Sack that
Who's-
subscribe button for me. Hit that first sack of the season by getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, people.
I know. I wish.
I got a white bottle of Mohead ready to pop it if I reach 1,000 subs on this live stream.
I hope you do. How much you need? 58, you said?
Yeah.
I hope you get it.
Brother Rick.
When is the next time you're gonna be on?
Tuesday on Pat's channel.
Oh, Pat's channel?
Yeah. It'll be
But you're out the 1,000 anyway, right, Big Pat?
It'll be a put the fear into
Yeah.
opposing offense type of defense. That's what I want. That's what we needed in the New York Giants.
Yeah, I know. We
Levance,
haven't
you
had
out here,
that
my
for
dude.
10 years.
He says, I hear you, T Mage. For what we have taken away from our defense, in my opinion, Joe has done about the best you could do to shore up the weak spots in the secondary.
Yeah,
I agree.
yes.
Hey guys, you know when we start the season? What date we start everybody starts the season?
Second week
September
of
11th.
September.
Isn't that
September
weird?
11th, yeah.
Didn't we do that one year with the Giants and the Broncos? I think
Well, last year, yeah.
Benavidez
last
did
year
that.
too.
Lemieux do wrong. Yes.
Yeah, he
He
did.
beat
He beat the shit out of
beat the
Lemieux.
brakes out of him last night.
Oh,
Fucked up his whole little
The
haircut.
boxing
no, I
match. Yeah.
didn't get into that.
Hey, but if you want to talk about the defensive line depth on this team,
Yeah,
like we got Thibodeau, we got Ojolari, we got Elderson Smith, we got Roche, we got Tamon Fox, and that Ryan Anderson dude from Indiana, he's not bad either. You know, Zimenez is still on the team, and
He's not gonna be there for long. He's just there for camp.
Trent Harris is still on the team. We're like 9 linemen deep. So
No, I think Trent Harris is gone.
why
it's
is
either
that?
Jabal Sheard or Trent Harris is still on. Well, they might have just released them to bring in those DBs. You
Yeah.
might be right, Taj. But we're like six deep on just the edge rushers. And you
No,
could
Trent
put
Harris
in
is just a Joe Judge guy.
you could put in Jahai Ward on there too if you wanted to. But the D line, we got bodies across that whole defensive line, bro, to where they can just keep rotating in and out and stay fresh the whole game. And
O'Shane Zimenez will not be on this team.
Why is
You
that?
can take that shit to the bank because he's shameful. Shameful
Oh,
as fuck.
shameful.
He should be ashamed of himself. That's why his
Well,
name is O'Shane Zimenez.
I think those three guys are going to be fighting for the last roster spot: Tamon Fox, Anderson, and O'Shane Zimenez.
Probably
And
you're
I
right.
give the edge to Tamon Fox, to be honest
Yeah,
with
me
you.
too. I got it.
T-Mod says, I clearly recall telling myself, okay, we got Fran Tarkenton now. Things are going to turn around any minute now.
Right?
Man, T Majors back in the day, old school.
Welcome
Fran
to Brooklyn, New
Tarkenton.
York City. 11206 Roosevelt Projects, Wild Rose Water the Plant. Son, you know what it is from the moment that you come over the bridge. Yeah,
Bridge is that?
that's most
Brooklyn
def.
Bridge? Oh, Brooklyn Bridge.
Mhm.
Charlie Connolly is New York football Giants royalty, yo.
Yeah, he is. He's a good player.
Duran Osman, what about you think? What about you think about Bobby Johnson saying the previous coaching staff gave the offensive line PTSD or scar tissue and need to be re-educated?
I
think
agree.
he's absolutely correct.
I agree with that
I
statement.
was saying that shit.
Oh, yeah, I heard
I
that.
said that
Yeah.
shit about Eli. Our offensive line was so bad that Eli got into the habit of just spiking the damn ball at his feet
Yeah,
because every
right.
time he said hike, he had 3 freaking defensive linemen in his face.
I remember that. And we got
Watch out for Beavers as well, who can rush the passer.
Right.
Beaver.
Yeah.
That's why I say those last three guys are gonna be fighting for one roster spot because Beavers can play linebacker and edge.
Oh, okay.
O'Shane Zimenez cannot make this roster. He was like a dead body on the field, laughing my ass off. Big facts, Skylar. Thank you. Big
Yeah.
facts.
Oh,
That
guess
dude
who
is
we're
trash.
missing tonight? What's her name? Layla.
Fonzie in the building. He says, ashamed Zimenez. Put that on the shirt.
Fonzie.
For real.
Fonzie. Are you from New York, Fonzie?
Hey. And then,
gotta
wow,
continue
this
the
Mendenhall
O'Shane
kid can
Zimenez
play
slander.
Super Bowl bound. So forgive me for being skeptical.
Fonzie's cool, huh?
Big Blue in the Bronx. What's up, Alex? He said Rob Sale was thinking about the Florida offensive coordinator job the entire time.
Yep.
Hey, Big Blue in the Bronx, come on in.
Frank
Say
says
hi.
facts, Lou. DB from EP, them calling our lineman dirtbag still sounds crazy to me, laughing my ass off.
Huh?
O'Shane, give him a 95-yard field goal boot. Facts.
Eric Johnson, that's a funny
Damn.
one. Huh?
Bobby Johnson spitting facts, yo, for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
NYPD needs to press charges against Joe Judge and his crew for abusing his physical play
Definitely.
for abusing his players and abusing the fans. Also for public indecency in MetLife, bro.
Uh,
Crown Heights, says Fozzie.
Where's that, in New York? The Bronx?
I love Bobby Johnson's energy and attitude. He
Crown
seems
Heights.
like he is going to
Crown
do
Heights, I
something.
think
That's
that's the
uptown.
Bronx. Oh, in Manhattan.
That's Uptown.
He's
Oh,
going to do no, wait. Uptown
That's
is Washington
downtown.
Heights. Uptown is
The
Washington
Washington
Heights. I'm
Heights.
sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one
Like
then?
he's going to do something to glue these boys together up front. Where did he say he was from?
Something
Crown
Heights.
Crown
Heights.
Heights. That's Brooklyn.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Brooklyn.
in
Okay, I know
Brooklyn.
where
Yeah.
that is. Okay, I just well, when you get 53 years old, you forget a lot of stuff.
I love Bobby Johnson's energy and attitude. He seems
Yeah,
like he's
me
going to
too.
do something to glue these boys together up front.
Hmm.
There we go. Now I can read it. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
I
I
like.
like
agree.
Bobby
I
Johnson.
think he's a good teacher. Big Blue Alex says, what do y'all think about the
Um,
infamous John Feliciano interview when he called out Buffalo for not being on the field while Dable and Johnson are in in NYG like him?
come on, Big Blue, come on in so we could talk. You're a nice guy.
Pause.
Oh, knee scope. I had that. Yeah, I had a knee.
Oh,
What is that called again?
Kadarius had a knee
He said
scope to
he's a
clean
nice
up the knee
guy.
Yeah,
to
Big
get
Blue
right
in the
before
Bronx is
his
a nice guy. You don't
2,500
know him?
yards this season. You heard?
Yeah, I know him, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool kid. He's smarter than me. He knows a lot about football.
Like Bart Scott said, Dave Gettleman should be arrested for what he did to the New York Football Giants organization. Yo, Bart spitting facts, yo.
Yeah, Bar Sky. Yeah.
Come on,
That
guys,
is
hit that subscribe
hilarious.
button, man. Get me to 1,000 subscribers tonight, fellas. If it's your first time here, you ain't commenting, you just stopping in to see what type of football guys we are. Hit that subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing but a few seconds of your time, but it helps me out a lot, fellas.
No,
Okay,
what does that mean? What
But
Rick is
what do you
saying?
think about the rotation that we have at the defensive end position, Pat? The way that they came out and said it's going to be Thibodeau, Aziz, Ojolari.
If
I
you can
mean,
read the
Kayvon Thibodeau, Aziz Ojolari, Quincy Roche, and Ellison Smith is basically the rotation.
I believe they're building the same thing like they did at both Kansas City before all the injuries and everything, and they got focused on offense and the Bills, where you have a heavy rotation of defensive linemen and linebackers to where, like I said, they stay fresh the whole game. So if everybody's performing at a high level throughout the whole game and everybody's fresh, that means your defense is going to be good throughout the whole game. So I believe they're going to coach these kids up to where there's not a huge drop off in between. Say if Thibodeau comes off the field and Ojolari comes off the field, it's not like the offense can party because Tamon Fox or Ellison Smith or Roche are good as well. And you know Ellison Smith and Roche and Ojolari are going to get better this season because they've had a season underneath their belt. They're not rookies anymore. And I think Ellison Smith is going to play a major role on this team. I think he could be just as good as Ojolari coming off that edge. And he brings a different game, a different mindset and a different game compared to what Ojolari and Thibodeau does because he has a lot of length. Pause. What I mean by that is he's 6'7" with long arms, and he's added like 10 to
he's a
15
big boy.
pounds.
Yikes.
So
How much does he weigh, you said?
he's like 260, like close to
And he's
265 now.
6'7"? Holy crap, that's like a
So-
brick wall.
So I think he could be like a Jason Taylor type. And if he's like a Jason Taylor type and he's coming in after Thibodeau and Ojolari on the field,
Oh,
that's three ends that are just
I
dominating
didn't really
throughout the
like
whole
that.
game.
Jason
So
Taylor used to play for Miami and the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Jets. Yeah.
Remember
So-
that game when the Jets were way down against Miami on Monday Night Football?
Yep. I remember
And
that
he
Jumbo
started
Elliott
running
caught
his
the pass
mouth, and the
then,
Jets came back, taught him a lesson.
Yeah, but
Can't
you have
stand it.
Ellison Smith coming in off the bench. That's major because you still have a dominant edge rusher, even when your first stringers get
Oh, I
a
like
little
that.
tired and they need a little rest. So
T-Maj says, here's another one. Wow, they picked up a quarterback in the supplemental draft named Dave Brown. The scouting report on him sounds great. Super Bowl.
That guy, he couldn't even throw it out of the paper bag.
Pat,
What are you
hear
talking-
anything about Rodarius Williams?
I can go.
he's still recovering from injury. That
Giants
ACL that
team
he
ran
tore
by a
last
man
year.
from Boston and a man from Philly. We
yeah.
got duped. Yeah. When you put it that way, fuck yeah.
There's Fonzie.
What y'all think about the undrafted free agent fullback we picked up out of Oklahoma?
I think he's going to be the fullback, and they're going to use him out of the backfield a lot as well.
What's
He
his
can
name?
actually play tight end. I
What's
forget
his
his
name?
damn name, but he can actually play
Oh.
tight end as well.
Okay.
The
Something
Bills'
Johnson.
defense last year in the playoffs is a
No,
key
hold on.
example of why you want a good rotation in your defense. Facts.
Right.
Our defense as well. When we had Kiwanuka,
Oh yeah.
we had every defensive end and defensive tackle on that team was a monster.
Yep. And it didn't matter when Strahan had to take a rest or OC had to take a rest. We had people coming in right after.
We had freaking Linval Joseph. We had fucking Cullen Jenkins. We had Matthias Kiwanuka. I mean, shit. Everybody we had.
Baron Robbins, Baron Cofield.
Right.
We had a lot of people, man. And when OC needed a rest, we moved Tuck out the defensive end. So I mean, we had a heavy rotation. I think that's
that
key
NASCAR
to winning
package,
games.
man.
Is his name Jeremiah Hall?
There you
For
go.
some reason, I have this thought Maurice Ganity will get meaningful snaps at cornerback.
Just looked it up.
That's that
He
NASCAR
might.
package.
I heard about him.
He's got length and weight. Pause.
Stupid.
He has length and he's a big boy.
That's big.
Big Blue in the Bronx starts on Lemieux possibly getting a spot. He isn't wearing a red jersey. Maybe fullback Jeremiah Hall gets the pat.
Are you at work?
Roll on offense.
Why can't you come in? I want to talk to you.
Hey, you about to get backstage requesting, just begging people to come on here.
Buddy. Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. I'm sorry. I'm your friend, Lou.
No, he's welcome, but you've asked him like 4 times and he hasn't responded. So
I know my friend.
After that, it becomes peer pressure.
I'll be quiet.
Right. NASCAR defense. Yeah, we might see the NASCAR package again.
Let's do that. Then.
Creo que la Águila estarán muy por debajo de las expectativas. Buen señor. He thinks the Eagles are going to be below expectations. Yeah,
good.
The Eagles.
I agree with the guy.
And that important sack on Brady by Jay Alford in Super Bowl 42.
Yeah, I forgot about Jay Alford too.
Bobby
and
is
we had
all
a rotation.
good.
Damn, yeah, what a hell of
Ese hombre no puede estar mendigando así, tranquilo, amigo. Rick, your Spanish is pretty good.
My Spanish is crap.
Unfortunately, I think Rodarius Williams is gone under this new regime, but he has talent if he recovers fully.
That's true. He's going to have a heavy fight. He's going to have a heavy uphill battle with them signing all them cornerbacks. I think they just did it just to get some fillers and get some guys that Wink is, normal with. Because those guys, all the guys that they signed, I think came from the Ravens, to be honest with you. So I think they just bring some guys in that know the system and may be able to teach these guys and coach them up on how to play the system. Who knows?
I agree with Skyler here. Why didn't they keep Penny? I liked him.
Penny's just been on this team. Really, he should have been on this team for the past 2-3 years. I don't know why we were keeping 2 fullbacks. And I think Jeremiah Hall's a better blocker and better receiver.
We still got that other guy, Giaspio, whatever.
Yeah, but he's not that good. Penny's better than him. Penny's definitely better.
All right now, damn it. Gracias, Lou. He estado trabajando en ello. Sin embargo, es difícil mantener una conversación con un hablante nativo.
Thank you, Greg. I can't understand that. Just no thank you, Lou.
He said, thank you, Lou. I've been working at it. And also, it's been hard to maintain a conversation with somebody native because he's been working a lot. So he's saying thank you that I acknowledge that his Spanish is good.
Oh, I understand that.
Because he hasn't had much time to practice.
You're a nice guy, sir. Now, can you speak English so we understand?
Yo, son. Yo, you really about to go backstage with that racist shit right there, sir.
No, I know.
I'm just fucking with you. Relax. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Who needs a fullback when the Giants will field a top 5 offensive line?
That was you want to run the I-form set and you want to run a play action and everybody's worried about Tony Robinson and Galladay and Barkley, and you roll out the fullbacks right there in the flat to get an easy first down.
Or you want to run a jumbo set on the goal line?
Yeah.
Right.
I like the fullbacks.
The linemen create a lane. The fullback, the fullback clears it, and the running back, halfback goes through unscathed.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, fullback is important if you want to have a run game. I think I've only seen one running back have a Hall of Fame career without a fullback, and that was Eddie George with the Titans. And I think he would have had a lot better career if they would actually put a fullback in front of
Eddie
him.
George, yeah, I remember him.
Playing against the damn Steelers, Bengals, and fucking Ravens. All them years against it. Man, that was crazy.
There was a lot of fullbacks that were good too. Him.
Oh yeah, he wasn't the only one. We were just saying.
Yeah, Eddie George is good though.
But man, I'm just excited to see this rotation, man, and the way that Wink is going to scheme it up. We have a lot of linebackers also competing for a starting position. So that linebacker group backing up that lineman, that core of linemen is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be Blitz Squad for real. I'm going to be making Blitz Squad videos every Sunday. I'm going to be excited for once instead of being freaking pissed off every Sunday. This season has the potential for me to have smiley videos, which doesn't happen often. Okay?
You're not that close to New Jersey, right, Blue?
Huh?
You can't go to any games this year?
Yeah, I can go to some games. 49ers shows what having a good fullback can do for your team.
Yeah, that's the way Jeremiah Hall plays, like that guy from the 49ers. So you might be able to use him.
I know what Rick
Giants did have a good fullback play. Hedgecock, Hynoski, Pascal, and Penny.
Yeah, Hedgecock was good. I liked him.
Patrick, tienes que decir esto en español. 11-6 este año. He said, Patrick,
so funny,
you have to say this in Spanish. 11-6 this year.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you.
Yeah, 11-6.
You added it up. He said 11-6, 17. Pat over there doing math.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was, like 17. I don't know. I knew he was talking to me though.
Oh, right, that's right. He's at Tennessee.
The head football coach at Tennessee State University.
Yep. Went to Ohio State and won the Heisman.
Right, he was good back. I remember him on Ohio State. Yes.
Eddie George was the stuff, man.
You're pretty young though.
Make sure y'all tune in Saturday night as well, man. Javante Tank Davis against Rolly Romero. Hey. This is gonna be a street brawl. There's bad blood. Both of these guys do not like each other. There's been a lot of mother effers tossed around and B words tossed around in the press conferences. A lot of tempers have flared. This is going to be a fight. Saturday evening, leather to the face. Make sure you join me and Pat there.
Oh, he was
another
funny,
great boxing stream.
Who was the guy who was on the other stream on Saturday?
Wales.
I like Wales. Yeah. I heard his Wales accent.
He's Welsh, so he has a Welsh accent.
I did. He was a nice guy. Never met him.
What are some of the bigger games y'all think we're going to have a shot at winning if we're going to have 11 or 12 wins? I actually did a video. I did a video about that where I answered my thoughts on all 17 games. And I pinpointed out exactly where I thought we were going to win, why, where I thought we were going to lose and why. Even gave predictions for the games of who I thought was going to ball out. So if you would like to go back and watch that video, it was a live stream with Pat as well. It was like 2 weeks ago, I believe, to be exact. But yeah, I think we beat Tennessee to start off the season. Yeah. Our defense makes a statement in week 1. If you want to pull up the schedule, Pat, I can do it again, just so he don't got to go back and watch.
Yeah, I think that beat Tennessee. I agree with you.
Yeah, I think it could go either way with the Giants and the Titans.
We're gonna make the Titans look puny because Giants are big. We're huge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're the descendants of the angels. They are the Nephilim. The Giants is going to smack the living fire out the NFL this year. Then they're going to have to be rebuked.
Versus the Teen Titans.
You pulled it up yet, Pat? Oh, there it is. Lou, what are some herbs you swear by? All of them, sir.
Thank you, Rig. Now I understand what you're saying.
Wow,
that's like I can't read that. Can you make it
I damn sure can't see it neither.
Oh, that's a lot better. Thank you, Big Pat.
Oh, you can see that, Bobby? I
A
need
lot
you.
better.
I need you to go a little bit closer.
A lot better.
My goodness, you can't see that?
Where the hell is week 1?
Week
That's
1 is
preseason. Okay.
September
All right.
11th.
So week 1 against the Titans. I think the Giants win that one.
Oh, definitely.
All right. September 11th. I can't see the rest of it. You got to
Yeah,
scroll.
you got to pull it down on the right here. Yeah,
Next one is the Panthers.
We
we should beat that team.
We
Watch.
beat them. All right. Who was it?
the Cowboys.
We're gonna beat the
So
Cowboys.
the first 3 games is the Tennessee Titans, the Carolina Panthers, and the Cowboys.
Cowgirls.
Correct? All right. I
Cowgirls.
believe we lose the Cowboy game.
Cowgirls.
All right.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
start out 2-1. Okay. We beat the Bears. We beat the Packers.
All
Now
right.
we're 3-1.
We
Okay.
beat the Packers. I swear.
No, you said 4
And that's in London too. So yeah,
You
We
said
always
4
play well in London.
that's true too.
Yeah, we do. Eli Manning.
I can't scroll it down. You got to, yeah. All right, so we're 4-1 after beating the Packers. We lose to the Ravens. That puts us 4-2.
So
Okay. We beat the Jaguars.
we
We lose
destroy
to the Seahawks.
No, we don't. What?
Yeah, because every year we lose a game we're supposed to win.
Who's their quarterback? Their quarterback.
Drew
stinks.
Lock.
Oh
right,
yeah, he's gonna do. Yeah,
but
right.
every year we lose a game that we should have
Yeah,
won.
that's true.
We
Yeah,
beat the
every year
Seahawks
we
last year.
always lose
We
games.
beat the Seahawks last year.
We were supposed to beat the Falcons last year and we lost.
But we
Okay,
beat
every
the
year,
Seahawks last year.
every year we lose to a team we should have beat easily.
We beat the Seahawks
This
last
year
year.
it'll be the Seahawks.
No,
So,
last year we beat the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Damn
we're
it, you're messing me up, Bobby.
I'm sorry,
We were
but we
4-1.
Yeah.
We lost to the Ravens. That put us 4-2. We beat the Jaguars 5-2. We lose to the Seahawks 5-3. We beat the Texans
6-3.
6-3. We beat the Lions. We beat the Cowboys.
8-3.
Now we're 8-3 on Thanksgiving. Okay.
Commanders.
We beat the Commanders. We lose to the Eagles. Now
That's
we're 9-4.
9-4. Do we sweep Washington or
No, we
no? We
yes,
lose.
we sweep Washington.
Okay. So that's 11-4.
That's
10-4.
That's 10-4. We lose to the Vikings, we lose to the Colts, and we beat the Eagles 11-6.
6. Yep.
Maybe
So
they'll
you think
be
we go
12
5-1 in the division?
I think
Damn
they'll be
right.
12-5. They're gonna beat Seattle. I'm telling you, they're gonna beat Seattle, Lou. Come on.
But that was my take on that.
Right. Why do you think they lose to Seattle though?
I mean, it's just
Because
one game, Bobby.
every year we have a team on our schedule that everybody thinks we're gonna win, and we
Right,
always
that's
lose that
true.
damn game.
Mhm.
Well, this is how I think it's gonna go. I think we lose to the Titans week 1. Hard fought game, but we just can't pull it out. I think we beat the Panthers. I think we beat the
I just
Cowboys.
lost all respect for you, Pat.
I think we beat the Panthers. I think we beat the Cowboys. We beat the Bears. We lose to the Packers. We're 3-2. Lose to the Ravens. We're 3-3. We beat the Jaguars, Seahawks, Texans, and Lions. So we go 7-3. Then we lose to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, 7-4. Beat the Commanders, 8-4. Lose to the Eagles, 8-5. Beat the Commanders again, 9-5. We lose to the Vikings. We lose to the Colts. We beat the Eagles at the last game of the season. Finish off 10-7.
What up, NYG?
What's good, fellas?
What's
How
going
y'all
on,
feeling
NYG?
tonight?
And that puts us at 10-7 with your opinion, right, Pat?
Is my
Mhm.
friend.
Did you see Judge media conference videos? He's the offensive something.
Oh man.
Right, poor Mac Jones.
Yeah, they're already complaining about the way the offense is looking.
Uh-huh.
Man, God bless the Mac Jones, man. Oh my goodness. And they got Matt Patricia over there too. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's between those two calling the plays, and that's hell.
Man, Lowry in the building. What's going on, bro?
They
Hit that
have in the
subscribe
middle.
button. If it's your first time here, I would greatly appreciate it, man. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm only 50 something away. If we start fast and crush Ryan Tannehill's spirit, we have a good shot at winning, and Tannehill might need some more therapy.
That's true. If they get it, if they
Giants got to
whoop
whoop
up
the
on
Titans so
Tannehill
much
early,
they put Willis in the game.
man, that's an ass whooping. Then that means
Boy,
we beat them like 41-0.
NYG would be super happy. Oh, he's right,
Right.
here.
You funny, Lou. You a funny dude, man.
You know I got to do it, man.
Shit.
Even though the division, I don't see us going less than 3-3. No team scares me on this schedule. Facts. NYG Frank 87 in the building. What's going on, my brother? Thank you for stopping by. It's my first time seeing your name across here. So please hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button. It costs you nothing but a few seconds, man. Help me out. He says, I see the G-Men starting the year 2-2, but then slide down and finish the year 6-11. Damn.
Ooh.
There's still a lot of work to do before we can become a championship contender. Man, he crushed my spirits with that 6-11. Good God. Shit. Frank Waiters, Frank 87. That was last year. This team is going to be a problem for the league. Hey, bro, y'all not beating the Cowboys. Come back to reality. You right. Y'all beating the Cowboys. Y'all been beating yourselves for a quarter of a century.
Yeah, right. Y'all whoop y'all own ass every year.
Y'all with me. Y'all with me. Y'all own us.
He
Hey,
said
now
6-11 Franklin. Pass that shit you smoking.
Hey, all right. NYG 22, aka Malik Willis agent. What's good?
Damn.
Yo, what's good, man? How you doing, Lou, man? I heard you was going through some things, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you, man. I hope everything's all good with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my thoughts and prayers go out to you, man. Straight up.
Appreciate that, my brother. But you know, we gotta keep it moving, man. I can't dwell on, you know what I'm saying? I can only handle what I can handle, and the rest I gotta leave it in the creator's hands. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
True that. True that. True
Oh,
that.
somebody else is here. All right, why you ain't text something that you was here? So I knew you was here, Jay Lay. What's going on?
I was waiting patiently.
Hi, Joe Morris. How you doing,
It's been a
Joe
while
Morris?
since we've
Oh,
been
so-
1-0. Yeah, you right. It has been a while since we started the season 1-0.
Joe Morris.
Right.
House.
He said
What's good, Jay? What's good with you, bro?
What's up,
They-
NYG? What's up, Taj? What's
They
up,
drafted
Bobby?
the most penalized offensive lineman in the draft, and they are the most penalized team on the line in the league. Laughing my ass off. They do really beat themselves. Yeah, they do.
Cowboys. Oh
Yeah, the Cowboys
Yeah,
been
we-
beating themselves for a quarter of a century.
I think we gonna deuce up with the Cowboys as far as I mean, you know what I'm saying? Lou, I know you got the whole 11-6, which is great. You know what I'm saying? We need that kind of motivation. But I think we're gonna
Don't
split
come on here to get popped backstage,
I-
motherfucker. I'm telling you.
you gonna damn, you gonna
He'll go backstage like that.
No, but I do think we go on a big stretch though in the middle of the season that after that ass whooping that we gonna get from the Ravens, I believe. And then we wouldn't
Nah,
say
we're not
it's
gonna
like the
get
Jags. But Lou, I think we lose to the Jags because we're gonna lose one, but I think we lose to the Jags, bounce back, beat
What?
Houston, and then go into the
Okay, you must be on pot tonight.
no,
That's,
well, I mean every night, but
yeah, but
I'm just
you.
saying
I know that's right, Jay. Tell him
no,
again.
not because Lou's right. We do
They
cough
got
up a
Ingram.
fucking game.
He
We're gonna
can't
cough
catch
up
the
one of those
ball.
gimme games.
He can't catch the ball. Ingram can't catch the ball.
Well, yeah,
We
but I'm
don't
saying
have
one of those-
Ingram no more.
No,
Ingram's gone.
Jaguars have him. So
Jaguars.
they're
Yeah,
not
and
gonna win
he
nothing.
might fuck around and ball out over there. It happens to us all the time.
I don't see that happening.
But I also think that we have a real good chance. Like if we're gonna have an 11-6 season, Lou,
Yeah.
then we're gonna gotta beat Green Bay or Baltimore. One of those two games we gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
beating
said we
Green Bay.
beat Green Bay, we lose to Baltimore.
Okay, all right.
I think we
Yeah,
beat
we-
Baltimore and lose to Green Bay.
Well, it don't
I got
matter.
it
Tomato,
flipped.
tomato.
Yeah.
As long as we end up
Same
11-6, god damn it, shit.
Yeah, 11-6 is good. But
Hey,
hey,
I do
Joe
think we
Morris,
can-
you think we lose to Seahawks?
No, I think we beat the Seahawks just
Me
because
too.
it's a shambles. Their defense, their offense, their coaching situation, everything is fucked up over there. But
NYG Frank says, LOL, I sold almost all my tickets for this season. I may just watch them for one game at MetLife this year.
Oh,
Damn.
New York Franks, I would. You should have told me. I would have bought some tickets from you.
Jay is 12-5. Damn it. And NYG Frank 87 says, by the way, fuck
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Yes, I agree with New York.
You my new favorite friend,
Yeah.
Mr.
we can
NYG
agree on
Frank
that.
87.
we can all
Hey,
agree
New
on
York
that.
Franks, where you from? He's
DJ's gonna
from
have
New
to
York.
win some shootouts this year. Yeah, he's gonna have to. He definitely has to. That man Ingram probably gonna play like rookie Ingram on steroids. Mac in the building. What's going on, Mac? He says, "What's up, good brothers?"
Mac, oh, he got the beard, right?
What's going on,
That guy
man?
had the
Side
beard.
note: met
We gonna
Elijah Moore
force feed Ingram.
yesterday. Reluctant to get pictures because I had a Manning jersey, but
Oh
he's
yeah,
really
I
a
seen
nice guy.
that.
Big Blue is great. There's Big
Yeah.
Blue in the Bronx again. He's great.
London, France, Beijing, Africa don't matter. We ain't beating the Packers. LOL. Not gonna lie. When we're gonna beat the shit out the Packers.
Yeah,
We're
the
gonna
Packers.
slap the shit out the Packers. Our defense gonna be all in Karen Rogers' face, and he gonna go into a Karen fit and make a Karen video at the podium afterwards.
You're right.
I'm gonna tell you something though, Lou. I think if we play the Packers in the playoffs, for some reason, we got their number in the playoffs. Now the regular season, I'm not feeling that game. But if
We
we
gonna whoop
somehow
their ass.
make the playoffs and end up playing them dudes, yeah, I'll probably be picking the Giants. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Packers ain't
Something
making
about
it
the
to the playoffs
playoffs
this year.
with Rodgers and
There's no way they don't make the
he don't
playoffs.
he don't work out in the playoffs.
They're
Hey,
playing
Eric,
division with the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings. There's no way they don't make the playoffs. As long as Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers
he's in
is
there.
they're gonna
He's
make
making
the
it.
playoffs.
I ain't got none of that crown apple tonight. I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
like as long you mean like he always losing to the 49ers, the Cardinals, the Giants in the playoffs.
He loses to everybody in the NFC Championship game every year.
Mojo
Right.
hand.
Yup.
Pause. Pause, Mr. Nimmer with the mojo hand. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Karen Rogers laughing my ass off. That was good. I actually got the Karen Rogers from somebody in the chat.
I think we're gonna beat the Titans.
I'm
All
not
we
gonna
gotta
take
do
credit
is
for that.
stop Derrick Henry. That's all we gotta do is stop. I mean, it's easier said than done, but if we can stop Derrick Henry, we stop
That's
that
a
team.
very bold statement. I
Yeah,
think that dude
Man,
comes
fuck
out
him.
with a bench.
We can stop him.
I mean, that's all we gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, is at least slow him down enough for us to be able to get the ball back and score.
We can contain him though. If we
That's
can,
pretty dope, Dallas. He says, Lou, I'm back. Dropped off my grandson Noah. He's autistic, nonverbal. Earlier, he saw a New York Giants mini helmet and his face lit up. I got it for him. You have a new member of the Big Blue Crew.
Yeah,
That's pretty
Right.
dope.
That's
My
awesome,
2-year-old
Dallas Sports.
That's what's up, bro. My 2-year-old daughter's nonverbal autistic. She just got diagnosed not too long ago. So that's what's up. They get when they get excited about something, they don't get excited about, a lot of stuff, but when they focus in on something, they get pumped up. They get happy about
My
it.
friend's sons have that too. Two of their sons.
That was Dallas Schwartz. Remind me when I have some merch. Hit me in the private chat or something, man. And I'll send your grandson something, man.
Shouts out Dallas Shorts, man,
For real.
and his grandson. No,
Blue Giants at 12-5. We can stop Henry with his bum foot.
that's what I'm saying, man. Step on that man's toe. Step on his
Make
toe.
every play inside linebacker when we play against the Titans. Help stop the king. Oh shit.
Yeah, we could have stopped Henry. We gonna win that game.
Henry eighth, I am.
I
I got clipped on my Achilles heel.
Right.
Lou, you are hilarious.
Oh shit. Yo. Oh wait, I
Lou,
gotta
you're
go.
awesome.
My alarm just went off. I gotta go warm up some baby milk because I know he's about to wake up in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Hold me down, Pat.
All right. DB from EP says we can stop him is exactly what Josh Norman said before he caught that stiff arm. He got me. Jerron Osmond says sweep the leg.
Man can't stand, he can't fight.
Right.
Come on. Hold on,
Yeah,
y'all.
I like your thinking 12-5. Dallas Schwartz says Lou appreciate it. He will love that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him. What are you doing? Shirt sent to him.
Hey.
He
What?
said sign the big show. He said sign the big show on 1 game contract and he can stop Henry easily. Man, I don't know, man. Them wrestlers, all of them be trying out for football and they be terrible.
Nah.
Shit, Brock Lesnar was terrible for the Vikings.
Boy, come get your sister.
Nah, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he was terrible for the Vikings.
Nah,
But
yeah.
I'll be honest with you, no. I have us losing that Titans game, but I have us a very good chance to win that game. Because if they do stop Henry and make Tannehill beat us, I think we got a hell of a chance.
If
You
Ryan
damn right we do. Start off the year with a bang.
we good.
If we win that game, especially if we win it in convincing fashion, that's gonna show me something.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
Now then I'd be, you know what I'm saying, man. Because we all expected, you know, to like we're not trying to get, you know, too worried or too ahead of ourselves. So we're trying to be cautiously optimistic. But if we can do that, man, if we can pull that out, that'll be real good insurance that we're heading in the right direction quickly.
I'm gonna tell you the games that's gonna tell you what this team is really about. The first game against the Titans,
Yeah.
the first game against the Cowboys,
Yeah.
and that Packers and Ravens back to back.
That's
If we
gonna
could
show
pull
us
out, if we could pull out 2 of those games, I think we'll be good going through the season. If we can pull out 2 of those first 4 hard games, I think we'll be good. Because that shows me that this team can beat up on people like the Lions and the Texans and the Jaguars, and we can run off like 4 or 5 in a row, and we'll be feeling good about ourselves going into Thanksgiving. And then we turn around and beat the Commanders the first game. We'll be good. Go ahead, NYG.
I want to see them go in and beat the dang on Dallas Cowboys on Monday night. Because for one, you do not do well against people in the division outside of Washington. Second of all, you suck on prime time. You know what I'm saying? And third of all, that's the whole world watching. So if the Giants go Monday night, I got them losing. Pat got them winning. If they go in there Monday night and beat Dallas, that's a statement game.
Right.
That is a true statement game for a young team early in the season. If they can do that, I'm on board. I'm on the gravy train.
Especially coming off that win. If we beat Carolina the week, week prior, it's, if we lose, say that we lose,
which is expected to win, but you never know.
Hopefully,
you never know.
We were supposed
to
be like Lou said, we were supposed to beat the Falcons last year. Shit.
And if we can start out this season 2-1 and beat the teams that we're supposed to beat and go into those back-to-back games coming from London against the Packers and against the Ravens and win one of those games and start off the season 3-2 and then get on the streak against those bad teams and wind up being like 5-2 or 6-2 and then lose a game that we're supposed to lose, but going to Thanksgiving with a winning record above 500 and we fuck around and beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, we go into the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
right.
Not the Cowboys.
The one thing I don't want to see the Giants happen this season, I don't want to see them get swept by anybody in the division. They at least
That's
need to
true,
split and go
NYG.
3-3.
If we at least go 3, go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad.
Nah, you good, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying because of how poor we've done in this division over recent years. The way to the playoffs, the way to winning is winning your division, dominating your division. That's how you do it. You don't do it by beating the Packers and Ravens. Obviously, that's going to be statement games. But I want to see this team make noise in this division. This division is not great. It's not great. There's no juggernaut in the division. There's no reason the Giants shouldn't be competitive. It really ain't.
I think that's gonna be key to the season too. NYG, the division games. If we can fuck around and go 4-2 or at least 3-3 in division, we'll have a good chance of making it to the playoffs because we have 5 to 6 winnable games that we should win on the schedule. And then if we're going 3-3 in our division, we should be competitive against the teams like the Ravens, the Vikings, the Colts, the Packers, and the Titans. If we can win 3 of those games, we're definitely going into the playoffs because those are the games that we're supposed to lose. The Vikings is a playoff team. The Colts are a playoff team. Packers are a playoff team. The Ravens are a championship caliber team, and the Titans are a playoff team. So if we can win 3 of those games and then go 3-3 in the division, that's 6 games. And we have 5 games that we're supposed to win. So we may be able to go 11-6. Who knows?
That's 11-6. There you go.
Yeah.
If we can beat up on the Jaguars, the Lions, the Texans, the Panthers, and the Seahawks, if we win those 5 games and go 3-3 in the division, and then beat 2 or 3 of those teams that we're supposed to lose to, it's either going to be 10-7 or 11-6, and that shows the world that we're back. And this is coming from a season where we lost a bunch of players, we had no cap room, we just had a very good draft, and we brought in some coaches that we believe in. So if we could go 10-7 the first season, look out for us. To be honest with you, and I hope Daniel Jones is the reason why we win most of those games, because if it's so, the very next draft, we get to build on depth again. If we need to get rid of Galladay because he didn't show up and we need to get a receiver in the first round, then we can do that. Or if Galladay shows that he's a number 1 receiver or he's a receiver that we can work with, guess what? If we need to get a guard or a center, we can do that. And then we're going to have money. So if we need to get us a number 1 receiver like a Deebo Samuel who can become available, then we can do that and not be in cap hell after doing that.
I think they do that. I
Man,
think they go next year.
Just one quick thought on what Pat said. Can you imagine Deebo Samuel and
Kadarius Toney
and Wan'Dale Robinson? That's deadly.
the offense
with Saquon Barkley?
That would be crazy.
NYG, you still there, bro?
Oh my. Let's see.
You going in and out, NYG?
Got food over here.
He probably on his phone. He went through a tunnel or something. Who knows? But yeah, with Deebo Samuel, Wan'Dale Robinson, Kadarius Toney, and Saquon Barkley.
Hey,
like,
so I got a question. I got a question for the panel and the chat. Out of Kadarius Toney, Wan'Dale Robinson, and let's just say Bellinger, since we assume that he's going to be the tight end, going forward, which out of those 3 do you think gets a second contract?
Out of who?
Out of Toney, Wan'Dale, Bellinger.
You're tired. Okay, guys, I got to get to bed. I'm sorry.
All right, then, Bobby.
All right, Bobby, have a good one.
Nice talking to you. Tell Lou I said goodbye, okay? And bye, Joe Mars.
See you later, Bobby.
And Taj, right?
Take it easy, Bobby.
Yep.
And what was in the on the big
NYG 22?
Yeah, NYG 22. Nice to see you guys. Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
All right, Bobby.
All right.
But out of those 3, Jay-Lay, that's a very good question. Sorry to the chat. Shout out to Foreign Scarface.
Baby Wan'Dale Robinson.
Melatonin. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think Robinson, Toney, and Bellinger get a second contract with us.
That'll be
reason why I think Bellinger is what they want at tight end. They're just going to get him trained up his very first season. You might not, and people might not notice that dude's a very good receiver. He just wasn't used at San Diego State.
Yes, man, exactly. Exactly.
That's why I really want him to
they
start.
They just didn't use him.
I mean, but NYG, about what we was talking about earlier about the teams. Like, how do you feel? What will convince you that we're turning the corner as the New York Giants?
NYG still there?
Like I said,
okay.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I want to see this team. I want to see this team at least go out there and win 8 or 9 games. Because to me, I know this is a rebuilding year, but to me, you're supposed to. They should win. And that's what I want to see this team do. I want to see this team go out there and win the games that they should win. Now, you might take a L against the Packers or the Ravens, and that's okay. You're still a young team. Those are veteran playoff teams. But win the games you're supposed to win. I don't want to see them get blown out by the Panthers. I don't want to see them going to Seattle and just lay an egg. I don't want to see them going to Jacksonville and get stomped out. That's the type of progress I want to see. Win the games you're supposed to win and be competitive in the games that you're not
Slated
favored
to
in,
lose.
and maybe and grab a couple of those games too, because you're gonna have to beat teams that are better than you in order
Yeah, if you
to
want to be a
make any
playoff
noise
team,
and
for sure.
it being the playoffs. Yeah, you're gonna have to win some of those games, not all of them, but some of them. And so that's what I want
I
to see. And I
mean,
think this team can do it. I think they can
And
do it. You know,
I think
go
we
ahead.
definitely need to do that. But NYG, just to go off what you said, bro, I think we have a similar vision to what we want to see from this team. I want to see us beat all those teams that we're supposed to beat. I don't want to see us lose one of them games, and I want to see us to go at least 3-3 in the division. If we do that, that's 8 wins.
yeah,
So if we can
Mhm.
mess around and beat one of those 5 teams that we are slated to lose, 1 or 2, we can be in the playoffs. And that's progress.
For
That's
sure.
literal progress.
that's real progress.
Yeah. I
Like,
don't think you can ask for nothing more
Yep.
than that from a first time.
right. I can't ask for nothing more than that. If Joe Shane, Dabo, OG Bobby Johnson, and Wink, and we beat those teams that we're supposed to beat, because the teams that we're playing aren't on our level. Just being honest with you, those teams are not supposed to be on our level. The Lions, no, they have a whole quarterback situation that they don't have fixed, and
The
they're the
Seahawks.
Lions. The Seahawks, they have a horrible quarterback situation. The Jaguars, they're giving
Trevor
Christian
Lawrence
Kirk
and
$24
Christian
million
Kirk.
a year and got Evan Ingram out there like they're supposed
That's
to be
crazy.
balling on offense. The Texans, yes, I did my research on Davis Mills, and I think Davis Mills can be a quarterback of the future for the Texans, but they're not ready.
I think.
And they had a very good draft. They may be right there similar with us, but let's beat them. I don't want to hear nothing about the Texans are up and coming. No, we're supposed to beat the shit out of them. And we have to do that.
Yeah.
And who's the other team that we're supposed to beat? The Panthers.
And
They got
The
I already
Panthers,
said the
yeah.
Seahawks. The Panthers. Yeah, Sam Darnold. We beat
I
them
don't give a
last
damn
year. We
they
should
got
be able to
Christian
beat the
McCaffrey.
shit out of them again this year. If we get those 5 wins and go 3-3 in our division, I don't care if they split every game in the division. At least go 3-3 in the division. That's 8 wins. You're almost in the playoffs in the NFC, because the NFC don't have that many teams. So 8-9 might get you in that thing.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then we play the Titans, the Packers, the Colts, the Vikings, and the Ravens. I don't give us a chance against the Ravens, because I think Lamar Jackson is going to come out on fire this year. They were 8-3 last year before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the film and look at the record. I think
Yeah.
they go ham this year. I got us a fighting chance against the Titans. I would pick us to beat the Titans, but it's the very first week. That can play against us or that can play for us. We got the Packers going into London. I don't trust this young team going over into London. And we got the Colts with Matt Ryan, who is not the greatest. And we got the Vikings. And I'll be honest with you, they're a very beatable team too.
Yeah.
Because if you confuse Kirk Cousins, it's a wrap for the Vikings.
Thank you.
And the
Pat.
Vikings are known to lose games that they're supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
Where you
So
at
I
in the
don't
chat?
want to. I don't want to hear shit about those 5 games that we're supposed to beat those teams, because that shows me progress. If we beat the shit out of those 5 teams, at least go 3-3 in the division and show this division that we're still the motherfucking Giants, I'll be happy. Even if we just get those 8 wins, even if we can't beat any one of those 5 teams.
Where you at in the chat, Pat?
I'm at very bottom. Eric Seabrook. A lot of them been talking to each other, but I mean, we had a real good conversation about what do you feel will be progress for the Giants this season. And me and NYG, this is crazy because me and NYG this month have been agreeing with each other.
Oh,
This
y'all
shit just
both
don't
going
happen.
backstage for that shit. I don't even appreciate that shit. No, let me stop.
But me and NYG have the same sentiment. We supposed to beat the shit out of those 5 teams. Go ahead, Lou.
Eric Seabrook says Pat sounds like a new nigga tonight, talking that 11-6 shit. Boy, so that means Lieutenant Dan is gonna make a liar out of your videos.
Well, he's not gonna make a liar
playoffs.
out of me,
Are we really talking about playoffs? Playoffs,
yeah,
guys.
Jeff.
Are we talking
yeah.
about playoffs in 2022?
Jones.
Damn
I'm just
right,
saying
Jeff.
Daniel Jones could be a good quarterback for us this whole
11-6,
time.
Jeff.
So
You
the
better
only video I
fucking
did
get
on Daniel
board.
Jones is saying that the plays that he can't make, and he can't make some of the same plays that Josh Allen and Mahomes can make, because most of the league can't make some of those plays.
Most of the league can't do that. I mean,
You
that's
know
most
what?
of
That is a great idea, Mr. Melodic Melatonin. Jay Lay needs to be the 4th guy on the Giants Cave every Tuesday.
I would be honored.
With Pat and Joe and Lou.
I would be honored if you guys asked me. I mean, but I wouldn't. I'm not gonna. Yes, that would be awesome. Yes, I would. Yes. If you think that's a great idea,
Joe would like that.
Y'all are the leaders of the, of the crew. So I mean, but hell yeah, y'all asked me to be on every Tuesday. I'm off Wednesday too. Hell yeah.
You got Pat, Lou speaking the facts. You got Jay and you got Joel cracking the jokes. I mean, come on, you can't mesh any better than those 4 right there.
But what do you think about that though, Lou? Like, what would be a progressive season? I know you're saying 11-6, but in all honesty, what would be?
I heard what you said, and I can't help but agree. If we win the games that we're supposed to win, and then we beat a few of the games that we're slated to lose, and go 4-2 in our division, I believe we're in the playoffs in that scenario.
Yeah, but what's your bottom line? Just to say that we're having progress. What's your bottom line with the season?
11-6.
To say that we made progress. Let's say so if they don't. So you're saying there's no progress made if they don't go 11-6.
If we go 10 wins, we're fucking bums.
Man, come on, Lou.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey,
you win 9 fucking games, you suck. Clean house all over again.
Lou, I get your brand about those.
I get it. Look, if we win 8 or 9 games, then fuck yeah, that's progress. I mean, we've been winning 4 or 5 games, sometimes 3 games in the last fucking 7 seasons or so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, if we win 8 fucking games, I'm gonna be excited that we have progress. But will I be more excited if we go 11-6 or 10-7 and make a fucking push to the playoffs? Yes, that's what I fucking want. That's what we all want. We've been fucking seeing losing seasons for damn near a decade now. Like, we're ready to see some fucking wins, some trucking, some stiff arming, some juking, some cutting, some touchdown dances. Some fuck, man.
Well,
shit.
Eagles. if we sweep the Eagles.
Question. Let's flip it though. So what would disappoint you the most? Basically, what record or what do you have to see on the field to be like, I don't know about this. I don't know about these guys.
If we lose 3 of those 5 games that we're supposed to win, NYG, and go 1-5 in the division again and finish off like 5-12.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I want to see look. My bottom line with this season, at the very fucking least, beat those 5 teams that you're supposed to beat.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give me a little bit of hope.
But
at least go 4-1, because you know you're gonna have a slip up, and we can't
have a slip up.
We can't account for how good these teams.
Yeah, that's true.
Who
Good
knows?
point, NYG.
The Jaguars might pop this season. Who knows? We don't know. It's football. You know what I'm saying? So just based on paper,
That's true.
we should beat those 5 teams. You know, so yeah, I say at least 4-1. You know what I'm saying? And win, make up that 1 win by beating one of those teams that you shouldn't beat, like a Packers or Ravens or something like that.
Good point.
Yeah, but to be honest though, bro, if they even if we did have a bad season, bro, even if we did have a bad season, you know, just being on the flip side of that coin, like I'll be upset, but it's like it's a whole new system, a whole new and an advanced system at that. was a very young, roster.
No, don't say that because then NYG gonna say no. You just making excuses.
This man's
No, I'm
Daniel
not.
Jones.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not.
I just
Nah,
fucking with you, bro.
I'm not doing that. Nah, he's
I just
right.
got done.
He's
Look,
exactly right.
I just got done at the movie theaters yesterday with my wife watching the multiverse with Doctor Strange. In another multiverse, you know what I'm saying, where the Giants just suck again and we win 3-4 games. Yes, I would be very disappointed and I would feel like we're going nowhere. But I would at least be like, well, they're new, so hopefully next year. But it would be that's the worst case, saddest, dark. Your world just collided.
Nah, and I know everybody, flips out when I say 11-6. But when you look at this schedule and you look at the amount of talent we have on this roster,
it's not impossible.
Look, guys, Joe Judge may have sucked as a coach, right? We can all agree on that. But he's good at picking fucking talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was good at picking talent. So I think he's out of his element. He needs to get out of coaching and get into scouting, and he could work his way up to GM that way.
He definitely don't need to be coaching offense.
No.
God bless. Special teams, yeah. Offense, no.
I've been saying that for the last 2 seasons. Our team is not that bad. Our coaching was.
Our coaching was trash.
So we had a lot of.
I think we're good
on this team.
We could be a good team.
We were just a few pieces away and some good coaching away from having something here. So now you add to that all the rookies and all the undrafteds and all the free agents that we've brought over here and the competitiveness that we've created in that locker room. We're gonna end up with a damn good fucking team this year, and our schedule is beneficial to us. So when I say 11-6. I believe that shit. I'm telling you, 8 or 9 wins. I'll be happy that it's not a 4-13 season, of course, but I'm still not gonna be happy with 8 or 9 wins. I'm telling you, 11-6 is more of a possibility than just me saying it. I'm telling you.
See, I don't know. I want to say that, but it's a lot of things that have to go our way for us to be a 11-6 or a 10-7 type team, and that means these rookies come in.
Let me tell you what those a lot of things are.
They immediately make plays, and the players that we have on the team.
Let me tell you what them things are. That you said a lot of things have to go the right way for us to do that.
Jail immediately.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what those things are. We gotta have good coaching. Check. We fucking have that. Okay. Good offensive scheme. I believe. Check. We have that. Good offensive lineman. Check. I believe we fucking have that. So now, if they gel rapidly, okay, and this defense, I believe, is going to be a fucking breakout defense, then 11-6 is not outside the realm of possibility and actually becomes a real possibility. I might end up looking like a fucking genius on YouTube at the end of this season. I'm just saying.
Hey,
no, you could. I agree.
Now, look, listen. You either gonna be looking like a fool or a genius. Either way, they're gonna be looking, my brother.
Last season I was saying 11-6 and we went 4-13. Did that shut me up? Did I stop making videos? Fuck no. I'm still here screaming 11-6.
No, I have the optimism like all you guys do.
He's not being.
I just
Luke
don't
can play the. But Luke can play the what if game if he wants to, because if you think about it, last year you should have beat Washington, you should have beat Atlanta.
Angry.
You should have.
What other
Philly. Game they should have won? Should have beat Philly twice. So I mean, right there, you looking at a 7-win team. Lou's not that far off.
I think if Daniel Jones plays that second game with the
NYG
Eagles,
agrees with me.
I don't know.
Holy shit.
We might flip the
Eagles. I don't think you're that far off, to be honest. I don't predict it. I'm saying 9 wins, but I don't think it's out. I don't think it's a crazy statement. I don't think it's a crazy statement.
No. It's not a crazy statement. It is absolutely not a crazy statement for this team if things go the right way, that we could be an 11-6 team, but we have to see it on the field because everything looks great right now. We have the optimism. The optimism of the Giants fans base is higher than it has been for years, but we have to see these guys be able to execute it all on the field and see these guys gel quicker than maybe we think that they might, because it might take some time for these guys to gel on the offensive side of the ball, the
Okay.
offensive line, and everything. So
I got a
it is
question for the
true
panel.
that we have optimism. Go for it.
I got a question for the panel. I want each one of you to tell me who you think on this roster right now will end up having a good year that nobody thought would be. You know, not like a first round draft pick, not like a Thibodeau, but a guy who's going under the radar that a lot of people ain't talking about or something. Who do you guys think? One player
Oh, from this draft
that
class.
can make some noise. No, on this current roster, whether he be a second
I
year
think it
guy
just
from
means in
last year
general.
or
Oh.
just out of everybody we have at MetLife right now. I mean, at Quest Diagnostics, rather. Which guy do you think has the
Kick it off,
potential?
Lou. Who do you think?
I believe it's going to be Ellison Smith.
That's a good pick.
I think he was kind of forgotten about and kind of faded into the background with the Thibodeau pick and the Azeez Ojulari's season last year. I think this year, when he's put in the rotation, he's going to make enough noise to where people are going to start having to acknowledge him.
I guess I'll go. I'll say Julian Love. I think Julian Love is going to be a good fit for this Wink Martindale defense, and I think he's going to, start making a name for himself, being able to probably be the starting safety opposite McKinney. So I think Julian Love is going to be that guy that's going to have a good season.
Exclusive in the building. Thank you for stopping by. Never seen you here before. Hit that subscribe button. He says, do you think the Giants beat the Cowboys? And how do you think we did in the draft? I think we did an A+ in the draft, and I think we split with the Cowboys. I think we beat them on Thanksgiving. But continue. Who do you think, Taj?
Who do I think that's gonna
a sleeper on the Giants that you think will have that people ain't really talking about that you think could make some noise this year?
You know what? I'm gonna say Aaron Robinson.
Good pick.
I was there. You stole my pick. I was curious to say that one.
I was thinking that, but that's a little bit too easy.
That's 3 defensive players we said.
Yeah.
I mean, because Robinson's got to be good. You don't have Bradbury. So if Robinson sucks, I mean, you in trouble. So, yeah.
I think.
I mean, Billy and Fedori Jackson is just like.
I'll go for offense. I'll say that. I think. Well, the rookie tight end. I think I think everybody's.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Bellinger.
Yeah.
I think
Bellinger. I was thinking of him too.
Out of all the rookies, besides at least on the offensive side of the ball, you know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna have the most impact. I think because he's gonna be used a lot for those third downs, and when Daniel Jones needs to get the fucking ball off, he's just gonna be able to toss it to his big tight end. I think we're gonna get a lot more into that.
Okay.
That's an excellent
just look how they use Knox. I mean, look in Buffalo and look how they use Kels in Kansas City. They're both very dynamic players. So it's Bellinger. He just wasn't used in college like that. But they obviously have seen that.
Well,
he didn't drop a pass last year, so that's a lot different from Evan Ingram, who dropped every pass almost last year.
Right, and tipped it up for the defense.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
So I'm gonna go Danny B. I think Danny B and Danny Dimes gonna have a real good chemistry this year.
Oh, that's a good picture.
NYG22, who you got?
Well, since y'all stole all my picks, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the guard out of UNC, Azuzu. I can't.
Okay. Ezudu.
Yeah.
Azudu,
I think he's gonna do a couple things. One, he's gonna open up the screen game for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Barkley, Tony, because this guy. Shout out to Pat. He did an excellent film review. This guy breaks. He moves very good in space, so he's gonna be able to kick out. And those screen games that have been getting blown up for us for God knows how long, those are going to open up for Barkley, Tony, Shep, Robinson, and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's probably going to come in and start. I think he wins that starting job, and I think you're going to see a difference in the Giants, not only in the run game, but in the screen game, in the short passing game. So he'll be my pick to, which offensive line, unless they suck, they don't get talked about a lot. But I think watch out for this kid, man. Look out for him on the film, on the tape. He's gonna do some things.
Duran Osman says Yusuf Corker, Duran or Cordell Flott. Pat, the question was out of this team's roster, whether they be the rookie class of this year or second year from last year, who do you think is a player that will make some noise this year that's not really being talked about? You know, not like first round pick Kayvon Thibodeau or nothing like that, but somebody that's really going under the radar that can actually make some noise for the Giants this year.
Michael McFadden, linebacker.
Ooh, good pick. Good
Uh-huh.
pick.
Uh-huh.
That's a good one. That's a
The
good
reason
one.
why I say that is I believe he brings an element to this team that we haven't had, and that's a fast sideline to sideline
Hell yeah,
linebacker.
exclusive. Go ahead, Pat. Sorry.
It's a fast sideline linebacker that can hit the hole. Pause. And what I mean by that is Tate Crowder. If you watched the games last year, like I watched them, Tate Crowder was very hesitant, and he didn't really believe in himself as far as coming up in the run game and making those tackles in the hole like he's supposed to. Like he was hesitating, you'll wind up getting blocked by one of the offensive guards.
Right.
But this Michael McFadden guy, he's gonna hit the hole.
Yeah, he don't hesitate.
Yeah, he doesn't hesitate, and that non-hesitation that helps out the defense tremendously. Because if you have non-hesitation and you hit that hole, because Blake Martinez is gonna do his job.
That quarter of a second is the difference between the touchdown and the stop, or first down and the stop. Yeah.
That defensive line, if that defensive line is playing as well as I think they can play this year, there's going to be a lot of gaps for those linebackers to be hitting. And you know Blake Martinez is going to hit that gap when he's healthy. And so if you have a running back that's, I'm not going to say super elusive, but Zeke Elliott is the prime example. Zeke Elliott, he hits the hole, but if he sees that there's a cutback lane because your other linebackers get picked up by a guard that he wasn't supposed to get picked up by, he can make a simple cut and turn a 2-yard loss into like a 7-8 yard gain. But with Michael McFadden in there, I think he explodes through that hole. Pause. And he gets that tackle and stops a negative 2-yard game and makes it a negative 2-yard game. And then it's 2nd and 12 instead of 2nd and 2.
Exploding through that hole is how you end up with the gift that keeps on taking.
Right.
I need it 4 times. I'm tired of that line.
But if our linebackers are able to play downhill, our defense will be one of the top defenses in the league. I'm not saying they'll be top 5 or top 3, but they'll definitely be top 10. Because with that defensive line getting that pressure, and they're forcing you to be in passing situations the whole time, because that first play you're getting negative yardage or you're getting hit at the line of scrimmage constantly, that's going to flip it to where a lot of teams are going to want to pass that ball a lot. And playing in our division, that's what you want them to do. You want Dak Prescott with the ball in his hands all the time, trying to make throws and trying to make closed window throws. You definitely want Jalen Hurts doing that. And we all know we all know Carson Wentz is a mistake waiting to happen. So if we keep getting them in 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, and they're having a hard time picking up first downs, that means the world to this team, because I believe we have the offense. If you're putting that ball from your own 10-yard line, we're getting that ball at the 45, and say we get a decent return and we get it to our own 45, I think that's points almost every time. I think that's going to be rare. What we saw last year,
it's supposed to translate to points every time. Yes.
Yeah. What you saw last year, we'll get the ball on our own 40, wind up having to punt the ball from the other team's 45 because of penalties, and we're getting sacked, or we'll do a turnover because of a strip sack. I think those days might be over. And if you continue to let our offense go on that field with good field position, I think you're going to pay this year. So I want to see Michael McFadden. I think Michael McFadden is going to make a hell of a difference for this team. If he's not on the field, that means that Tate Crowder has upped his game to where he can start. So it works either way. And that's why I like
Beavers.
So let me ask. Can I ask y'all a question real quick? So this goes to the panel. Everybody on the panel. What position concerns you the most on this team, and what position excites you the most on this team? Now I'm
Most
gonna go
excited.
first.
Oh, you suck.
Nah, I'm gonna go because
How
I
you
just
gonna
want to lay
ask the
the.
question and then answer it first?
I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
finish.
That's cool. That's cool. Go ahead, Lou.
I'm most excited about Saquon Barkley. I think that with an
Lou's a ball
offensive
buster, man.
line,
Pause.
I think with an offensive line, and like you said, with Joshua Azudu and Evan Neal at that right guard and right tackle position, man, I think Barkley has a breakout season. And the position I'm most worried about, I would have to say the safety position.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because
I
we
could
don't
say
have a lot
yeah.
of depth at safety. We got depth at cornerback, but we don't have a lot of depth at safety. With Jabril Peppers gone and Logan Ryan gone, all we have is Xavier McKinney and Julian Love, and we drafted a cornerback. We didn't draft a safety.
Yeah.
No, we drafted a safety.
No, we did
Dane
Dane
Belton.
Dane Belton.
And we got
Yeah,
Yusef
right.
Corker.
We did get Pelton. That's right, Belton.
And then we got two
And we
undrafted
got
safeties
Corker.
as well.
We got Busy Bone.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot about the undrafted free agents. Yeah, I take that back. Then that's not my most position of worry. It would be center.
Yeah.
But I think Feliciano's gonna do a good job. He better, or I'm gonna go fucking ape shit on
Bobby
YouTube.
Johnson seems to have a lot of confidence.
Don't they call him the dirt bag?
Yeah,
they call him a dirt bag.
He said, if you're not like Feliciano, I don't want you. So Feliciano better be fucking awesome.
I don't know. Hey, I think if Nick Gates would have been like fully healthy, I think I truly believe that he beats out John Feliciano.
I don't think he's ever gonna play again.
Feliciano.
I don't think he's ever gonna play again, man. He got basically the same
Isn't
injury
Lemieux
that Alex
practicing at
Smith
center
had.
too?
He got the same injury that Alex Smith
I
had.
think Lemieux's
And
been
he's got
practicing
way
center.
more body weight to carry on that leg.
Yeah.
If he does come back, he's not gonna be the same.
Right.
Right. I've been concerned
No.
about Gates, and they can't. The Giants can't count on him. You know.
That's why they get so many guards and shit like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
They can't. They like, well, we got to move on, brother. We hope you're great, but
Well,
Right.
the position I'm most excited to see this year is the receiver position.
Ooh, good one, Pat.
Because if they play up to the level that they're supposed to play up to, we can see an exciting offense on the field this year. I know Saquon Barkley is going to have a good season as long as that offensive line blocks. That dude's motivated and he's hungry and he's angry. So I think Saquon Barkley will have an awesome season. But if those receivers are playing awesome as well, our offense is the days of seeing our offense and being like, damn, they on the field is over. Like, you're going to want to see our offense on the field this year.
Shout out to Big Pat for not saying hangry. He actually separated the two, said he's motivated, hungry, and angry.
I don't like hangry. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I think it's stupid as hell. That's why I say shout out to Big Pat.
But the position, I'm gonna give you guys one that you're not thinking about. The position I'm most worried about.
Wait, you ain't let the rest of the guys answer.
I never finished.
Nah, he got to
giving my
answer.
answer.
Yeah, he got to give his full answer.
He's gonna say, "Got to wait about the weakness."
The position I'm most worried about, I'm gonna be honest with you, the nose tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Because if those nose tackles
see
don't
that. It's a
clog
good
up
one.
space, if those nose tackles don't clog up space like they're supposed to, this defense could be out of whack, and we're gonna give up rushing yards and passing yards because the nose tackle can't do his job with those blitzes, and we can't make it home. Our DBs are already in flux right now. We're trying to find out who's going to come up and show out at the slot and the left corner position. So if those nose tackles aren't clogging the holes like they're supposed to, we might have a problem on defense the very first year. But if they show up, I think the defense will be very good this year because if they're clogging the middle and you're not able to run straight up the middle against us, because I doubt if any teams could really get to the outside on us. With the healthy Blake Martinez, McFadden, Thibodeau, or Ojolari setting those edges, I doubt it if you're able to get to the outside consistently like they were last year against us. But if those nose tackles, if Dexter Lawrence or the guy that we signed from the Ravens or the new defensive tackle that we drafted from Arizona State can't clog that middle like they're supposed to, we're going to have a problem on this defense.
Yeah.
Mr. Frank Waiters, you have a great night, man. Thank you for being a great supporter.
Have a great
Always
night,
being
Frank.
here, man.
See y'all. See you, Frank.
He says
Pat,
manifestation
that was a
Giants
good one.
12-5, believing it will happen. Lou, Pat, Taj, Jay, Jeff, chat. I'm out. Take care. Be safe. Peace.
All right, Frank.
Oh my God.
Man,
Skyler.
it's been Timothy, man.
But
Timothy.
Brady won Super Bowl.
Timothy.
And it's like you know how you like read the
DraftKings.
newspapers. You read the newspaper. Well, I don't know if these younger guys probably never read the newspaper, but when you used to read the newspaper, you'd be reading, and all of a sudden it'd be like the funny papers. It'd be like the little comics. That's what I feel like he is. Whenever we scrolling, like I'm
Right.
just reading,
His
we
name is
talking, have a
DraftKings.
banner, and then
I
you
don't
just
think
see
he
this
likes when I
funny
call
ass
him
shit.
that, He always coming on with the crazy trade scenarios.
Yeah.
DraftKings.
If
But
I
that's
had-
something that people are not talking about, man. The
Yeah.
defensive tackle position, the nose tackle.
If Terrell Owens came out of
That's a good
retirement
point,
and
Pat.
signed to the Giants,
That's interesting, Pat. That's real interesting that you said that
I
because
didn't think about that.
I remember last year when we lost Dalvin Tomlinson and Blake Martinez, we were getting gashed in the run game. And that shit is sad. As a football team, you don't want to see your team get pounded on and pause and ran through. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Pause
crazy.
again.
Yeah, exactly.
You said pause under pounded, but you let the ran through go, didn't you? Pause.
Then he's
All right. But yeah, I agree with Pat. I personally, the one I'm the position I'm most excited to see actually is the fucking offensive line, because think about it. I follow football, but I've never learned so much about the offensive line these past 2 seasons because the Giants' offensive line has been so bad and it's been getting analyzed so
Real.
particularly.
Real.
Like seriously, I want to see these guys come out and hit some fucking body. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing games, go out there and do your job. You know what I'm saying? These offensive linemen, you got Andrew Thomas, Evan Neal, Glowowski, Feliciano,
He said
and then
Glowinski.
yeah, Glowinski. My bad. I'm bad with names, man. Excuse me.
Just think of
That's all
Monica
good.
Lewinsky and add a G to it. Glowinski.
Glowinski. And then you got the kid from NC, Azuzu, Adudu, or whatever.
Garcia.
Azudu.
You got Max
I hope he don't
Garcia
play.
that they brought in.
I hope he
Right,
don't play
I
like a
think-
doo-doo.
Hey, he
Right.
gonna be
Nah,
on the-
I
on
think
the
he
bench.
starts though. I think he's gonna get the job over Garcia.
Lemieux.
But I just want to see these. I want to see these guys go out there and perform. You know what I'm saying? Get the running game going. Get the short passing screen game going. Like I said, because I think that's what Kafka and Dable are gonna incorporate a lot into their offense. A lot of short passes to get these guys in space and try to get that yak going on. So now the one I'm concerned about the most, I gotta be
Jalen
honest,
gets his yak on all the time.
right. it's CB2, man. It's CB2 because if Adoree Jackson goes down, I said this earlier on Jeffrey and Max podcast. If Adoree Jackson goes down,
Yeah.
are you comfortable with Robinson and Holmes as your 2 starting cornerbacks? I'm not. I'm sorry. So that could be an issue. Unless they find somebody out the woodworks to come in and lock that position down, that position is in flux. And we all know Adoree Jackson has injury history, unfortunately. A lot of players on this team do, but it is what it is. So if he goes down early in the season, especially, it might not be too good if they play some of these top teams that have the better offensive linemen where our edge guys can't get pressure. So that's the one position I'm worried about. But I'll pass the mic around. Go ahead.
I hope Thibodeau balls out this year, just not against my Cowboys. Shane Lemieux has been playing guard next to Andrew Thomas, and Andrew said in the live interview that he was used to Shane being next to him and that they started building chemistry. Well, that chemistry wasn't no fucking good. They failed chemistry class together. So Andrew Thomas needs to get that shit out of his mind and start working on some chemistry projects with some new
Yo,
damn people. Shit.
Blue is a savage,
Well,
man.
you really
Jeez,
can't tell that
damn.
because both of them got hurt. He
That's
said
true.
if Shane Lemieux would have played the season, who knows how better we would have been at guard. And they have him in there for a reason.
Yeah.
He's starting
That's
right now.
interesting. They got Shane Lemieux going on at the left guard spot. You know, coming off that injury.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
we'll
he
see,
brand
man.
new. He
Lemieux gonna
brand
get
new.
He's
Lemieux like
positioned
he
as the
did
starter
last
right
night.
now.
He's brand new
Yeah,
to them. Today bowling the cap because he brand new.
that's why
Yeah.
it surprised me that they threw him in there like that,
And he from
coming off an injury too.
and he
He
coming
gonna
out of
fuck
Oregon,
around
so
and
you know
he
what I'm
gonna
saying.
fuck
I'm
around
a
and
rep
get
for him
knocked
quietly.
out. He
I
gonna
think
get
he has a
knocked
legit
out
shot of winning
like
that guard
Lemieux
position.
did last night.
I think so.
I think
He
he
needs
has
to
a
become a
legit
better
shot
pass
to win that guard.
protector.
If he shows that he can pull like they want to run that zone scheme, if he can pull, I mean, he definitely has a chance to start at left guard.
Y'all gonna say what y'all about what was y'all most concerning and what are y'all excited about? Taj,
Oh,
Jake,
what
you already
what
went.
what I'm most excited about? I mean, come on, that defensive, that front four. If you want to throw the outside linebackers, because I think they're going to be doing some 4 downs and some 4 3s. I mean, the two edges that we got right now, and then you got Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence. How can you not be excited about that? We actually might have a pass rush, a legit pass rush for the first
Hmm.
time since 2016. And we had Pierre Paul and we had Vernon at least, and even like before that when we had the guys that we had for the NASCAR package. So I mean, how can we not be excited about that defensive line, that pass rush that's going to be coming? And the thing that concerns me, I'm actually, I can't believe I'm actually saying the wide receivers scare me a little bit because of the injury concerns. Because as good as they can be, you're just waiting for these guys to pull a hamstring, to break a leg, tear a knee. You're just waiting for these
Yeah,
guys to drop because none of these guys are proven to stay
yeah.
on the field longer than a couple of games. So as much as it could be a
Not
strength,
near
it's
one of them.
also a big weakness. None of these guys can stay healthy. So that's the thing that scares me the most. They could be. I agree with Pat. They could be a big strength, but at the same time, this is a big time weakness too because of their health and they're just so unpredictable.
That's
Good
true.
point, Jeffy. Good
Go
point.
ahead, Tosh.
Taj,
Thank
what
you.
about you?
My most exciting position that I'm looking forward to, is the front four of that D line with Kayvon Thibodeau, Leo Williams, and Azeez Ojulari, Dexter Lawrence. I think I think that's gonna be exciting to look forward to. I mean, like, who you gonna double? Like, really? Like, who you gonna double?
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Somebody's gonna be open.
You got
yeah,
Quincy Roche too as your
Quincy Roche,
backup and
yeah,
Ellerson Smith.
yeah, guys that you could rotate with, Elson Smith and Roche and the position that I'm concerned with is one of the corner spots. Yeah, it's one of the cornerback positions that I'm concerned with. I mean, like like if Adoree Jackson goes out, like NYG 22 says, I mean like can we like really trust Aaron Robinson or Darnay Holmes and all these guys to take over? I mean, like, can we really put in our full trust into those guys? Like, I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
And another thing is since that Dory Jackson is like our second highest paid player on the defense behind Leonard Williams, and number two, they also restructured their contract, his contract too. So so he's got to show something. Adoree Jackson's got to show something. And then another thing is he was also like a former first round pick, so he has to show something too.
yeah. Well,
Good point, Tosh.
I'm gonna round it out. The position I'm most excited about is Saquon. My boy Saquon, man, he finally got his line. He's finally back healthy. He's a year removed from the injury. I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do with Glowinski and whoever the other guard is and Evan Neal, who is a real good run blocker. Him pulling out and getting him. He even said to himself, that's a big man when he first seen him. So I'm really excited to see that. And hopefully Saquon bounces back and, becomes, like he said, the first round pick that he got drafted, that he is and that he got drafted as. But the position that I'm most worried about, what also brings me to a question, is Daniel Jones. That's what I'm most concerned about. Because if things don't go right with Daniel Jones, that's going to impact our entire team for the next few years.
Don't you start that shit.
I'm just saying. That's who I'm most concerned about. Everybody else,
all right.
really
okay.
handle.
You've expressed your concern, sir. Thank you.
But now, so you don't want to talk about Daniel Jones, because my question was going to be, how many games in a row does Daniel Jones have to lose before you bring in Tyrod Taylor?
He has this season, sir.
Okay. All right.
He has this season to get a full assessment, and by the middle of the season, you should know what you have. But you let him play it out, and
So
hopefully
we
get something for his ass.
We start off 0-4. You don't want Tyrod to come in?
No, we start off 0-4. Tyrod probably
Fuck yeah. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But I want to answer this question real quick. He says, hey, Lou, what do you run? What do we run on offense against a cover zero? Me personally, flood routes, flood concepts, quick outs, go routes. But they got to be quick, and you got to be able to pre-snap. You got to read the cover zero in the pre-snap and have pre-snap options with your wide receivers already. If they need to be able to pre-snap read the cover zero defense so that they know what to do. That's just me.
Actually, I have a everybody block out the line from the tight end to the running back. I have a trip set out there. Not run. I will put faith in Kenny Galladay. You're making $18 million a year. If I can't get you a back shoulder throw,
if you miss a tackle on cover zero, it's an explosive playoff gate. Yeah.
Right. So I'm running a street route with Kenny Galladay, and I'm throwing a back shoulder throw if that cornerback is playing to the inside because he doesn't want to get beat to the inside on the slant, because more than likely you're going to shade to the inside when you're in the cover zero, because when you run a cover zero, that means you're blitzing everybody. So they shouldn't have enough time to hit you with a deep out or a deep comeback route.
That's why I said quick outs, quick slants, quick flood routes.
I'll be honest with you. I think they guard quick outs very well and cover zero as well, unless that cornerback is lined up. I got to see how the cornerbacks are lined up. But if you're bumping and running, I'm running the street route with Kenny Galladay, and I'm doing the back shoulder throw. Or I'm trying to get Kadarius Toney on a quick out, do a quick little out route.
But most of the time on cover zero, they're playing man.
Right. You have to play man on cover zero. You can't run zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm testing that cornerback, whoever's on Kenny Galladay, and I'm throwing the back shoulder throw to Kenny Galladay. You got to win me some back shoulder throws against cover zero.
And Kenny Galladay, you better get your big ass up there and get it.
I don't have no confidence in him.
6'4".
I really don't.
You
I have zero confidence.
You did do all right. I remember in fantasy one year I got beat because Kenny
fantasy.
Galladay.
Fuck him.
I'm just saying, man. We got to
Lou hates Kenny Galladay more than
little.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not going against vitriol against anybody in the receiving core from last year because the scheme was trash.
Yeah, of course it was.
Like,
but
the dude only got 70 targets.
Yeah,
Even if he caught every pass last year,
he was running like he was running on fumes, a car with no gas. Like,
shit, you are running on fumes. Look at that organization last year. You're running a scheme that doesn't fit you. The coaching staff and everybody was quitting on everybody or fighting each other. The scheme was terrible. The offensive line was terrible. You know you're not going to be able to get the ball. Shit, I want to be all in either. Be honest with you.
Said he liked Lemieux coming out of Oregon and wanted to coach him, and now finally has a chance.
I hope so.
Fuck him. Sorry.
Maybe Shane Lemieux is a future center. What if Shane Lemieux is going to be the future center? He hasn't even been practicing a little bit center.
I thought about that too, Jeffy. I'm glad you brought that. I thought about that too because I'm thinking like Well, maybe they want to bring Lemieux in to see if he could play center. You know what
They
I'm
trying to,
saying?
I
And
think
have
they trying to do whatever they can. Switch it to
right.
Big
Yeah,
Red
they
says
He's got
are
that
they are
nasty
trying to
attitude
be
to
DJ
play
very
smart.
good at
center.
throwing the fade.
they trying to say
Massive
we
salute
Whistle.
to the Big Blue Crew. Giants fellas, drop by your office to pay our proper respects and for
kudos.
all Giants fans around the world. Slap and kick all stinky Boyd's losers out the door. Forget
Let's
Yo,
about it.
go.
what's
Sean
going
Lee
on,
in the
too?
building. It's my first time seeing you here. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button. It costs you nothing but a few seconds of your time. He says Victor Cruz came from out of nowhere, undrafted free agent. Maybe my general manager and head coach have 11 cornerbacks for more swings at bat. It's possible our true number one cornerback is already on the roster. Well,
That's
thank
true.
Hey,
you.
hey,
Thank you. Great
Maybe.
point.
that is
Hit that
true.
Maybe.
subscribe button for me one time, Mr. Lee. Book and tackles in the building. He says, I don't want Tyrod
Right.
to come in because he's not the future. If Daniel is that bad, let him finish so we have a higher draft pick. But I don't think he'll be that bad though.
That's
Me either.
Just stay on the
that's the
field, please.
that'd be the smart thing to do as an organization, really long term. If the boy sucks and
Yeah.
let him show the world that he's fucking garbage, and now we're moving on.
Yep, and grab one of the top quarterbacks next
Quarter-
year. That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
The
But
only way
I hope
Tyrod
he's
Taylor
good.
should be playing this year is if DJ's injured. That's it.
Yeah,
It's the only
God
time we should
forbid,
see
yeah.
Taylor play is
Yeah.
if DJ's out.
Nah, I don't like. You mean like don't bench DJ? You mean like if he plays bad, like just so. I mean like just like play him the rest of the year.
Oh my God, the media will have a frenzy.
That's
That's
not gonna
all.
fly.
That's
Yeah,
all you will
that's
fucking
not gonna
hear
fly.
all
I don't
year.
give a damn. I don't fucking
Yeah.
care. I don't care. Like let him. You mean like let him
I
play?
say the same thing though, Taj, but the media is what it is because I made that same point with Lou
If
and
they
Pat about
if
the
they
Malik
bench
Willis
Daniel
situation.
Jones, yeah,
The media is just they not gonna allow it. They're gonna put so much pressure on the Giants that
that shit
it
will
ain't
be
gonna
a
work out.
fucking clown show. That shit will be a
Stick it
clown
up.
show for
Well,
real.
yeah.
That's why a lot of players don't like coming to New York because that media is it pretty much steers the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's why I
Leonard.
always
however,
love. That's why I always love that answer when they came and asked Eli, "Do you think you're elite? Do you think you're up there with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and da da da?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm in there with those guys." And they was like, "Oh, he thinks he's elite." Da 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 da. And
ate
then
it
he
up.
beat Tom Brady's ass twice in the Super Bowl. I like, yeah, that's
Right.
fucking
That's right.
shit.
hmm
Talking about my boy Easy E like that, son. Plays no game, son. I don't give a fuck what anybody say about Eli Manning. If they watch that NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers where they was fucking headhunting him all day and he kept getting up and zipping that fucking ball out his hands,
That
man,
was
listen,
legendary.
you got to respect that motherfucker, yo. That's why I get mad when people be talking shit and trying to shit on Eli like he wasn't that dude. Shit.
Eli was that dude when he had an
I
offensive
brought
line
I,
and
I
players
brought
that
a
actually caught the ball.
I brought a stat up to Jeffy. I think Jeffy will remember this. The Giants went on a run from '05 to 2000, I think 12, where they were
Yeah, I do
either
remember you bringing up the stat.
500 or better, or they were either 500 or better. Made the playoffs, I believe, 5 times and won 2 Super Bowls. Now, outside of that stretch in Giants history, there has not been another stretch of 8 straight seasons with the Giants being above 500 or better and getting into the playoffs 5 seasons and winning 2 Super Bowls. There has not been a stretch in Giants history. And that stretch was anchored by who? Your boy Eli Manning. That's why I say the quarterback position is that important. The quarterback position can get you sustained success. You'll win here and there with a bullshit quarterback, Joe Flacco, Trent Dilfer, so on and so forth. But you're not going to have that sustained success unless you have the guy at the quarterback position. That's what we're talking about. So you're right, Lou. Eli Manning was that dude.
Yeah, I mean, he gave us pride. He gave us giant pride during those years, man. I really think we could have got at least 3 Super Bowls
We should have got
in that
3.
stretch.
Yeah.
What
Eli,
like
Go
Flash?
Birds.
Yeah, we are.
Flash
Eli,
Fucking boat
Eli
shooters.
Manning is the
name,
most
too.
underrated giant of all time.
Fellas,
Who?
again, we've never had any bad players on the roster previous years, but we've just had a bunch of moron managers and coaches who were absent-minded and couldn't do shit. Forget about it.
Facts.
Right, Tudo. I mean, that's what happens when you get good coaching. You guys were bad for a little while, but you got some good coaching, and you came in there with a mindset and changed the whole culture of the team.
And
That's
Eric
what I'm
Seabrook,
hoping that is
Awesome.
happening right now.
Eric Seabrook says, "Don't worry, Jay. Lieutenant Dan is going to lead the league by storm this season. People are not going to believe what they're watching. Cook them shrimp up, Lieutenant Dan, just like the movie."
Hey, man.
Seabrook is as high on DJ as Taj is. Wow,
Talk about
Seabrook is
Jones.
really
Oh,
high on DJ this year.
Yo, listen.
I
If
thought
if,
y'all-
I
if
hope we
they're
all
right,
hope so.
listen. If they're right, boy, it's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Eli didn't miss games. Fucking fact, yo.
Yeah.
Fact, Skyler. Real
And that's
shit,
a
man.
big
That's
one.
one
That's
of
a
the
big one.
main reasons why we were
Did
consistent.
he
We
in that
knew
one
Eli
Super
was
Bowl
gonna show
year?
up every week.
It was in one of those Super Bowl years. He had a bad shoulder injury that he should have missed some
Yeah,
games, and he still played through. And he had
the
like
whole
a
season.
dislocated shoulder.
No, he had it like
Yeah, and he had a
he
dislocated
tore
shoulder where
something.
quarterbacks
I
were
remember.
missing.
I
Tore
remember when
something.
he had plantar fitus or whatever that shit is
Plantar
called. With your
fasciitis in your
Yeah,
foot.
plantar
Yeah.
that's
fasciitis
it.
with his foot.
That was
Yeah,
it. Plantar fasciitis.
that's what he was
Yeah.
playing with. Yep, that was it.
Yeah, that shit ain't
And he
no
played
joke.
through
That
that.
shit sucks.
And I bet you
No.
his feet ugly than a motherfucker.
That shit
playing
feels
with that
like you
shit.
stepping on pins
No.
and needles, bro. That
Mhm.
shit is under the arch
I
of your
know.
foot, and that shit feels like you stepping on pins every time you walk. Boy, that shit hurts. I had it before.
So I know he had to get a shot before every game. He had to.
Mara tried getting slick
Yeah.
and thought he was smart and thought Tom wasn't needed anymore. And that's when they hired Macadoodoo, and it's been downhill since. Yo, you're exactly fucking correct. That's why we've been
Tom
cursed
Coughlin
for
was
the way they did
calling him
Tom
out a lot
Coughlin.
too.
Yep.
Tom Coughlin was calling him out a lot, and I think he wore out his welcome with John Mara, and John Mara did the little slick thing, hired Ben McAdoo, and Eli had that good season, so that was his cue to get rid of Tom
Let
Coughlin
Danny
right there.
Hashtag let Danny dime. We
I
got
hope
you,
he's
Taj.
good. I hope he's elite.
Patton was, I guess Peyton was
Peyton.
better than Eli
that's
overall during regular season games, but I would argue Eli was better in clutch playoff games. 100%.
Oh, he was.
100%.
100% he was.
That
Peyton
NFC
would probably even say
Conference
that more.
Championship game against
Joe
the
Judge
49ers.
was praised more than Dable and Shane, and he failed big time. Yes, he was praised for that speech. He suckered everybody in with that lineup and punch you in the face for 60 minutes, and we're gonna put a product on the field that reflects this area. Because hook, line, and sinker. We all bought into it. But Dave's ain't come with no bells and whistles. He came and was himself. Shane came was himself. Wink, we all know what we getting out of him. Kafka, you know what I'm saying? They assembled a good leadership core. They all work well together. They communicate well together, and then they drafted amazingly. So I can't wait to see how this team progresses because we've already seen progress from the top down. So when you got progress in the front office, you can't help but have progress down on the ground level because the front office doesn't have progress without the ground level.
Nope. Because the ground level is your foundation, and your foundation is out of whack, and shit, you ain't got shit.
Eli was clutch as fuck. He's the
Fumble
definition of
wraps
clutch.
some of these
Yes,
guys.
he was. Actually,
There's
that
no
guy probably coulda
quarterback.
had-
No quarterback. There was no quarterback when it came down to 2 minutes left in the game that you wanted the ball in the hands of more at that time than Eli Manning. When he had the ball,
Facts.
you felt good as a fan because that guy was going to come through and he was going to make the plays where most quarterbacks wouldn't. Eli would come through all the time.
He was gonna
All the
escape
time.
the hands of 3 defensive linemen who had him in a sure sack and fucking scatter away and find a receiver across the middle of the field and sling that fucking rock to him. That's what Eli Manning was gonna do.
and to be honest, you can say that guy really could have had 4 Super Bowls. That year after the first Super Bowl, where Plax shot himself, I don't think anybody would have beat us if Plax never shot
They
himself.
damn sure wouldn't have.
And that year, when Odell Beckham and them didn't show up in that playoff game, Eli was on one in that game, bro.
He
When I
was,
tell
he
you,
was, man.
when I
He
tell
was
you,
cooking.
They was
Eli
dropping
was
shit
on
left and right.
fire.
Odell
when I
dropped the
tell you
touchdown.
Eli was gonna cruise through those playoffs, bro. If those guys would have showed up like Plaxico Toomer and Hakeem Nixon Cruz did for him, I think we would have won that year because that defense was balling. Like that defense was literally balling that year. They held the Packers as long as they could.
Yeah, defense
And they
was
got
good.
that fluke Hail Mary before the halftime, but he was throwing it to Tavares King because that was the only guy that was showing up.
Yeah.
I promise you, if we would have beat the
then-
Packers that game, we were gonna be a problem.
And Roger Lewis.
Yeah, Roger Lewis. Yeah.
Roger Lewis.
We're
Yeah,
absolutely
man.
living proof, Pat. We're here because we got coaches and former U.S. Navy SEALs drill instructors who would get on your face every time you F up and catapult you through fire. They make you pay for it.
Hey, but one thing I gotta say is, man, at least we don't gotta like run fucking laps no more, man. Like
He said, "Action speaks louder than words." So, do you smell what the Shane and Dable are cooking? Big facts.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why he's
I hope we can get it done this year. I just think it's going to be a little bit of a process. If we win 8 or 9 games this year, we all got to be happy as fans. Period.
I mean,
I
that's
don't know if we're going to go 11-6 or any of that. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to make that big of progress because it is the first year going into this new regime.
Great.
But if we could do it, awesome. It would be awesome.
Great.
I'll teach you to keep doubting the 11-6.
What was that you said? 6-11? 6-11?
Go ahead, Taj. No, we cut Taj. I cut Taj off, and then you kept going. Sorry, Taj.
Nah, what was y'all talking about? No, like what was y'all talking about?
Shit.
We're talking about Danny Dime in it.
Oh, man, come on, man. Y'all already know. Y'all already know what's up, man.
No, we was talking about in that playoff game where they was dropping the ball and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that pissed everybody off.
Yeah, like it freaking.
Was that the year that Pierre Paul was out?
What?
No,
I think Pierre
that was the year he was wearing the glove that year. He was wearing the glove that
He
year.
blew his fucking hand off like an idiot.
Yeah, he was wearing the glove that year.
Dude's let's confuse himself. He blows his hand up. There should be a signed signature on the fucking
All they
contract.
have is our team.
No giant
They only have this
around
our team in
explosives.
these things.
No explosives in the hands of New York Giants. Like,
If we had Rodgers in the regular season and Eli in the post, we'd have the best QB room ever if there was a way.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
So facts, though. Facts.
Clutch of the regular season. And then
And Peyton Manning, Eli's brother.
You could say the same thing.
Peyton killed the
You
regular
could say
season.
the same thing about Tony Romo. Tony Romo was great in the regular season.
Yeah,
and
he
then
was
in the
another
playoffs,
one.
he fucking
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all still remember that game in
Jim Kelly, fucking 4 Super Bowls straight. He was phenomenal in the playoffs and the regular season,
Jim
and then
Kelly,
get to the Super Bowl and fucking nut up.
You guys still remember that game in 2011 against Dallas where Tony Romo had the chance to take us out and beat us in that clutch game that we needed, and he missed that wide open pass to Austin, Miles Austin down the lead, and then Eli just makes a couple of TDs to win it.
Yeah, my
That's
cousin
just the
almost put
difference
me out
right
of his
there.
house. My big cousin, we was my big cousin there. He's like a real, like he'll cry, like that motherfucker. And he'll be like super drunk. He try to put me out of his house.
This is why I love Eli, bro. When he missed that pass to Austin, I knew they lost. As soon as he missed that pass to Austin, I was like, "Yep, y'all finna lose today." You know, gave Eli another chance. He did it his last year playing for us against the 49ers. Remember when we threw that pass to Shepard to get that last touchdown to beat the 49ers?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Captain
Like,
Screw says,
every fucking time you gave that dude a second chance to beat you at the end of the game, he was gonna do it.
Captain Screw says it's about the push the coaching staff has to pull this team out of its decade slump.
Yeah.
That's true.
Christopher Tony says, I believe in this regime.
Hey,
True.
Taj, you're talking not running laps anymore.
hey, hey, Lou, we go 11-6. We win in the Super Bowl within the next 5 years.
Facts. Big facts. Pat, every time we have game coming up, we don't waste time looking at players. We're watching the opposing team's coach's style of play, schemes, and routines. Players are just gadgets, run schemes.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Players
But
aren't just gadgets, though.
when it
Yeah.
comes to football, though, you have to know the scheme. True enough, too, though. But you have to know certain players' tendencies as well. Because if you never watched Chad Johnson and you never watched how he runs certain routes and certain formations, they're gonna eat you alive. If you never watched a Steve Smith, how he ran certain routes when he was in a certain formation, they'll eat you alive. Because you got to know their tendencies.
How they're standing, which way their toes pointing when they're standing when they're standing at the line, their toes are pointing. Even
there's only a few receivers, huh?
I'll be right back. Hold up.
Yeah, there's only a few receivers in the league that I've watched that really never tipped you off of what they were going to do. And that was T.O., that was Moss, that was Rice, that was Calvin Johnson, Antonio Brown. I think those are the top 5 receivers to almost ever play this game. Because Jerry Rice, you can never tell what Jerry Rice was going to do. And I sat there and tried to watch film just to get something against him to say that he was the greatest of all time. And I was like, you know what? The dude's fucking amazing, bro. like I watched film on him. I was like, that's some bullshit because he ain't never did that on that route. And he fucked some people up. The only person that covered him pretty well was Dion. And that's because Dion was just ultra athletic.
Yeah, Dion said.
Yeah.
He can make up those yards. He can make up those yards quick.
And Randy Moss, I'm not going to say he never tipped off what he was going to do, but Randy Moss, he was just so good. You knew what he was about to do.
Yeah,
and he still ran past.
It didn't matter.
He just had a rare,
It never mattered.
he had a rare combination of speed and route running. I mean, his combination of size, speed, and route running was just out of this world.
It wasn't even about his route running, Jeff, because he had some decent routes, but he was just so fucking fast. You could line up 15 yards off of him, and he'll still run past you. And you running full sprint, and he's just striding past you. Then, even if you were lucky enough to be in front of him, he's just gonna jump over you.
Yeah.
And T.O. was just so fucking
the size and the
strong, bro.
speed.
Same thing with T.O. He was way faster than he thought. And he was so fucking strong off the line. If you tried to bump and run that guy, you were getting left. There was only one cornerback that I ever saw play bump and run against him. Yeah, there was only one quarterback that I saw play bump and run against him and had success, and that was Darrell Reeves.
Darrell Reeves, right? Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like those guys.
Alvin was a monster.
It was, but man, if you get a chance, if you really like to watch film, watch film of that damn Jerry Rice. That's some bullshit. Like he was killing cats out there. Like man,
Jerry Rice was my favorite player growing up. Now I was a Giants fan, but like as a player, the one player I try to model my game after as a receiver was Jerry Rice. Like he couldn't be stopped. It didn't even matter who was guarding him. It didn't matter.
It's like the route. Hey, NYG, man.
He was the definition of unguardable.
If you really looked at film on Jerry Rice, I mean, you can say that he's unguardable and everything because he put up stats. But when you look at actual film of that guy running routes, if I was a DB, I'd be mad as hell because that's some bullshit. There's no way he should have been able to cut like that out of that route because he's been running it this way the whole time. All of a sudden, he runs it another way. And it's like, damn, he done ran 3 different routes for the same route.
Right.
That was some bullshit. Like, he done caught me with the same route 3 times, 3 different ways.
Yep. His breaks and all that shit is different.
Dude, he had this one cornerback. Oh, I think it was the Seahawks, or was it the Saints? It was one of them. He had this cornerback so frustrated, bro, that he went to the sideline and just shook his head. He was like, ain't shit I can do with him, man. He's running these routes so crisp. Like, it's ridiculous. Antonio Brown is that way too. And if that dude never fucked up and did that crazy stuff, I think he could have caught Jerry Rice. I think he could have caught. He was the only one. Him and Calvin Johnson. I think those were the only two that could have caught him. If Calvin Johnson was playing for somebody that had talent other than the Lions, I think he would have caught Jerry Rice too. But now I don't think anybody's gonna catch Jerry Rice, bro.
I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite receivers that and this is coming from a Giants fan. One of my favorite receivers was Steve Smith. Now, Steve Smith wasn't flashy, but you talk about a cat that is tough, the epitome of what a football player should be. Like, that was Steve Smith. Like, this dude, yeah, he was small-ish, but it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of players I like. No matter what your limitations are on the football field, you still go out there and get it done. Steve Smith got it done.
He's a dog.
And
he was a dog on that field. Steve Smith Sr.
Steve Smith Sr. Steve Smith was a beast too. Yeah, don't sleep on him.
Was an absolute dog.
Yeah, Steve Smith Sr. is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the time that he caught the ball and his arm was waving like it was in the wind because he broke his damn forearm and he still scored the touchdown? That shit was crazy. Like, Steve Smith was a dog.
You know what else was a
man.
really good receiver? Andre Johnson was good too in his prime. Andre Johnson was nice.
He was very underrated. Very underrated.
And he had nobody around him. He had no other playmaker on the outside besides him, and he still got it done. Getting double and triple all the time, and he still put up those numbers.
Hey, y'all, I'm about to take it in, y'all. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm about to take it in pretty soon too when we get back.
All right, y'all.
Have a good night, Jay.
All right, Jay.
Have a great night, Jay.
I'm gonna tell you this about our Steve Smith though. He was one of the best slot receivers you could have ever had.
Yo, and
he was Wes Welker before Wes Welker got out there, bro. When I tell you that his routes,
I love that.
His routes were absolutely amazing. And if it wasn't for him getting hurt, having that catastrophic knee injury, I think that dude would have been a great receiver in this league, man. That dude was nice, bro. Like, his routes were excellent, bro. Like, excellent routes. And I know everybody was getting on me when I say, man, I would have had Steve Smith over Victor Cruz. I'm still saying that to this day. That dude was nice. Like, if he was healthy in the league right now,
Steve Smith was nasty. He was nasty.
His route running was.
I think he had. Didn't he break the Giants' record for most catches in the season?
Yeah, he still has it.
He did.
Yeah,
107, I think.
110.
107 or 110,
Cruz,
something like that.
I think it was 110. Yeah,
I
remember that. Yeah,
we've had some good route runners on this team, but there's nobody in terms of a Giants receiver that was as excellent, precise, and amazing a route runner as Steve Smith was. This guy was the definition of what you look for in a true technician in terms of his route running. This guy was in and out of his breaks, juking defenders. He had them looking silly, like that one game against Dallas in 2009 where he made that Dallas defender look so silly because of the way he twitched in and then twitched back out towards the end zone. That Dallas defender had no idea what happened. That's how good his route running was, and it made up for him because he didn't have the most speed downfield. He didn't have like the quickest in and out of his breaks, but he was able to get open all the time. And pretty good because of his route running, because of how crisp it was. And he was tough as hell, too. I mean, Steve Smith Sr. was tough, but look at all the replays of what Steve Smith, our guy, did. He went over the middle, and all the catches this guy made over the middle and the big hits he took, and he still caught the ball. That guy was nice. And I don't care that he went to the Eagles for that 1 year. I don't give a damn, because that guy had the biggest catch for us in that Super Bowl. It wasn't Plex. It was Steve Smith on that third down play where he had the wherewithal to catch that ball and still go over that first down marker to help get that play ready for Plexico Burress right after. So Steve Smith, that dude was nice. That guy was an excellent receiver. It's just a damn shame that his career was cut short because of a knee injury. But, yeah, he was the definition of a technician, the best route running receiver we've ever had in our team, period.
Yeah.
Straight up. I concur.
And he was forgotten
Obviously
about,
better than
man.
Beckham
That's
at that
sad,
point.
bro.
And nobody talks about him. Exactly, Pat. Nobody talks about Steve Smith. It's like he's the forgotten receiver on the Giants. Everybody talk about Cruz, Nix, Manningham,
Knicks,
Plaxico, Tuma.
Beckham, yeah.
Nobody talks about Steve Smith. And this guy just
Like,
literally broke the record for most receptions in the season. That's crazy.
He
and
was the
he knew how
first.
to run his routes. He
He
knew
was the
how to
first to
run
our
his
draft
routes
as
to where he
receivers.
gave his quarterback a place to put the ball, and Eli was just in tune with him. He knew what Steve
Mhm.
Smith was going to do before he did it, and it was crazy. Even on his
And
deep
that's
routes.
what you just said right there, Pat. In tune. And that's what I want to see from Daniel Jones. I want to see him get in tune with a receiver. He was in tune with Slayton and Ingram, but they
It's
weren't good.
Shepard, but the guy can
So
never stay healthy. Shepard's the
Shepard
guy,
can
but he
never
can
stay
never stay on
healthy.
the damn field. Yeah, that's the
So I
guy
want to
that you want to
see
say he's in
Jones
tune with.
get in tune with his receivers. Get in tune. You know what I'm saying? Get your go-to guy. That you can throw it to, and he's gonna make the play based
You
on your
know who?
style, how you throw it, and how you
You know what I'm
deliver the
honestly going to
football.
say?
Mhm.
I think it's going to be Robinson. I think Robinson's going to be that guy he's going to be able to get in tune with. I think Robinson's going to be the guy that's going to be the guy that's going to get open over the middle. I don't think it's going to be Tony. I think it's going to be Wandale Robinson. That's going to be that guy he's going to be able to trust.
I would have
I think it's
Wandale
gonna be the
Robinson
tight
watch
end.
film. Yeah, I think Daniel Jones is a tight end type quarterback.
Right.
I think he needs that safety blanket. But I will have Wandale Robinson watch film of Steve Smith for the Giants run routes. If he can do that, he will be absolutely nasty because he will have the speed on top of it. And so people weren't scared of Steve Smith really running deep on him. And he would catch him at times, but you'll be scared of Wandale Robinson running deep. And if he learns how to run routes the way Steve Smith did, because I'm telling you, man, okay. I'm telling you, bro, that dude's forgotten, and it's sad because, man, that dude was nasty when it came to running routes.
Good.
It pisses me off.
Think about it, Pat. He was good.
It sucks because he was great. He was great. He was absolutely before there was a Victor Cruz and a Hakeem Nicks and a Odell Beckham. There was a Steve Smith.
Right.
Steve Smith was the first guy, not including Toomer and Burris. It was Steve Smith that was the first of that group. He was the one that put that. Remember, we had Smith, Nicks, and Manningham. Yeah, we had Nick Smith, and Manningham as our three receivers. Imagine if those guys all stayed healthy, and that's not even including Cruz, who wasn't playing that year because he got hurt. Imagine we had that wide receiver core going forward. How good we could have been. How happy Eli would have been to have those guys as his core going forward. Because that's what we had. Just they all got hurt. They all had the devastating injuries.
Every time Eli needed that guy, he was right there for him. Every time.
Yep, Smith made the play.
And he would make the catch and get clobbered and still come up with the ball. That dude was nice, man. I hated when that dude got hurt. He was the reason why we went after Victor Cruz.
Pat, I love the fact.
We wanted to,
Yeah, I love the fact that you said that. I love the fact that
he
you
was the
said
reason
and
why
brought
we
up
went
Steve
after
Smith in
Victor
that light
Cruz or
because
somebody
it's a
like
damn
that.
shame.
I believe he was the first of that kind. The first of the Wes Welker type receiver. I think he was the very first. Because you didn't who was thinking about slot receivers like that before Steve Smith was with the Giants? You weren't thinking about slot receivers like that. It was all about the outside receiver. He was the first slot receiver that was a number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I know about that because I'm a film watcher.
And he wasn't just a slot guy. He could play on the outside too.
Yeah, but he played mainly in the slot, and he was one of the first guys in the slot to be the main guy. He was. That's crazy because guys like this will never get the respect that they do because they got hurt. But he created that shit, bro. Like he literally created that shit. When you really think
went long enough. That's why.
Yep, he was the reason why we drafted that one bust. He wore number 11. I forgot his damn name. He was the reason why people like Wes Welker and everybody were used.
Jernigan?
The lead. There you go, Jarrell Jernigan. Remember we drafted him to replace Steve
Jarrell
Smith, and he
Jernigan,
wound up being a bust.
Yeah.
garbage.
Don't forget about
Because he was trying to
Sonoris Moss
replicate.
too. Sonoris Moss
He was trying to
before him.
replicate. Yep, he was trying to replicate what we had with Steve Smith, and nobody could do it. The closest was to it, the Victor
Remember
Cruz.
what we
Guess
had
what?
in
We won
second
another
round
Super
picks?
Bowl.
Yeah. We had Tim Carter that was drafted in the second round. I forget what year. He was a bust because he couldn't stay healthy. Then we tried Sonoris Moss because we thought, hey, Santana is pretty good. Maybe his little brother's going to be good too. Dude couldn't even get on the field. So we figured, you know what, let's give Steve Smith a shot. Of course, he got hurt a little bit during his rookie year, but that dude, when he was on the field, he was a difference maker. And it wasn't just like, you had to worry about Burris and Toomer out there. You had to worry about where 12 was at all times because 12 was 17 when he was healthy. It was just not, let's worry about Burris and Toomer at that time because Steve Smith in the playoffs, he made clutch plays in every single game because Burris was ailing at the time. He wasn't being able to go 100% because he was still ailing from that ankle and foot injury. So Steve Smith, in a way, took over as that number 2 receiver because Toomer went off that playoffs. He was great, but Steve Smith was also very good and had some clutch catches that entire playoff run. So, I mean, I'm glad, Pat, that you brought up that name because it's a damn shame a lot of Giants fans don't remember and talk about how good Steve Smith was because that guy was a definition of a baller on this team. He was not a loud-spoken guy, but he was a dog on the field the way he played. And, I mean, that guy should get the respect and recognition that he deserves because of what he did for that team. He's a big reason why we won a Super Bowl in 2007. He's a big reason why.
We didn't win another
So, I
Super
mean,
Bowl
I'm glad
until
that
we
you brought that
replicated
up.
to what he did, or at least try to replicate.
Exactly.
And he was the reason why we drafted that Jarrell Jernigan dude. I'm glad you remember NYG. People forget that shit. That Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, he caught a touchdown in that game on the way to the Super Bowl. Like, that dude was nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people forget about that dude, man. That's crazy. I'm gonna start a damn
That's what
series, The Lost Giants.
Right. That's a
His
good
career
one.
was short.
Because that's what I think
I like it.
people
I like
want
that,
to
Pat.
try to recreate. Yeah, that's excellent idea, Pat. Because people forget about players like Steve Smith, forget about your Kevin Bosses, your Jake Ballas, your Jay Alfords,
Chase
your
Blackburn?
Spencer Hey Gingers.
Remember what Chase Blackburn,
Blackburn
did? What he did for our team?
Yeah, he caught that interception against Gronk in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did. Sure
That dude
did.
was good
I remember
too
that.
for a reserve guy.
Yeah.
Kavika Mitchell, people forget about him.
Kavika Mitchell.
was good.
Yep. Matthias Kiwanuka, because
Terrell
people
Thomas?
always forget about Kiwanuka in that NASCAR package. They
What
forget
about Dave
about
Tollefson? Dave Tollefson made plays too when he was given the
Yeah,
opportunity.
Dave Tollefson, Terrell Thomas, the cornerback, before he hurt his knee, was good. Phillips
Jarrell
was good
Wilson?
at safety before
Kenny
he
Phillips.
got hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Remember Jarrell Wilson in 2007?
Yep.
He was good too.
At safety.
What about Corey Webster? People slept on Corey Webster.
People don't even talk like
That
Corey
dude was-
Webster was good for us. He was good.
Right.
Webster was
Shit,
great.
Aaron Ross was good for us.
Aaron Ross was
Mhm.
good.
Derek
People forget
Ward.
about these guys. Yep, Derek Ward.
Derek
People
Ward.
forget
You remember
about
Derek
him.
Ward?
Derek
1,000-yard
Ward, yeah.
season. He was great. DJ
Yep.
Ware made some plays for us.
Yep.
There was a
People
lot
forget
of
about
guys
these
on that
guys.
team that made in each team. Yes.
But man, this
Oh,
dude
Bear
right
Pascal.
here, man.
Bear Pascal and Jake Ballard. Those two guys
Bear
made plays for our
Pascal,
team. Bear
yeah.
Pascal scored a touchdown in San Francisco in the NFC Championship in 2011. People forget about that. That dude he made plays when his number was called. So I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. I like that series you brought up, Pat. That could be something that's going to be really click immediately. The Forgotten Giants, the lost ones. I like that.
And people forget about these cats, man. But that dude, when you really think about it, man, he created that slot receiver shit, man. There were no slot receivers talked about like that until Steve Smith came on the scene. because there was no Wes Welker or anybody before that. There wasn't. That's crazy. And his career would have been nice if he
No.
would have never got you. It would have never been a
You
Victor
said your
Cruz
two
if he
outside
would have never got hurt.
receivers.
There would have never been a Victor Cruz if this dude didn't get hurt. I promise you it wouldn't have been.
I was so sad.
I remember that shit too, man. I was mad as hell because I was like, man, this the dude Eli always fucking throws it to for
I
some
remember
reason.
he
He's always open.
strained his pec muscle in 2010, and then he blew out his knee against Seattle, I believe, and then he was out for at least a game or two. He finally came back against Minnesota, and then he just blew out his knee and tore his patella tendon. I'm like, God damn it. Like, really? Like, this guy was – him and Nix was such a lethal combination that year, with Nix just being that big body receiver, being able to take it deep, and you had Smith dominating over the middle, and you have Manningham being able to do what he could do. I mean, that was our best receiving core I think we ever had. When we had Manningham, Nix, and Smith, when they were all clicking at that one point. That receiving core was nasty at that time, how good they were. It was nasty because they were all different types of receivers, and it just meshed so well for Eli. And we had those three out there. I mean,
Man, look, bro.
you can't not even talk about Cruz.
I'm gonna put this link in the private chat for you guys, man. I want you to tell me, man, that this dude, man, I miss this guy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I have his jersey.
That's one guy
jersey.
nobody ever talks about, bro. And it's sad because I think he created that slot receiver shit.
It's one of my all-time favorite Giants. One of my all-time favorite Giants is Steve Smith. Always loved this guy and loved his game. And I'm glad that you brought it up, Pat. It makes me feel good that at least somebody else remembers how good Steve Smith was and remembers how important this guy was to the game and for the Giants. So I appreciate that you brought that up, man. Sincerely. That guy was nasty on the field. He was a hell of a blocker, too. He could block as well on the outside.
Yeah, he was always.
That's the thing, yeah.
He was
That's
always
the thing
there.
That's the thing that we lacked was blocking receivers.
Right.
Too.
That's the thing that people don't realize about a receiver is, can you block? Are you willing to block?
Right.
A lot of receivers want to go out there, they want to catch, and when it comes time to block, it's like, oh,
Sterling,
no.
Shepard.
Right.
Yeah.
Sterling,
That's what I like about
Shepard.
If Sterling
I
Shepard
love
could stay
Shepard.
healthy, he could have been in
Yes.
that mode too.
That cat, if that cat was healthy, like you said, Pat, yeah,
There's
he would
one
have been up
thing
there
that
with
we know
Steve
is
Smith.
when 3 is on the field. Yeah, Shep is good. When he was healthy, Shep was that reliable guy for DJ, but he just hasn't caught any breaks, especially recently with injuries. But when he's on the field and you need a receiver out there to block, there's no receiver even close I want out there, and I trust more than number 3. When 3's out there to block, you know you're going to get
True
something. Because Galladay's 6'4", 220 pounds, and that dude can't block. You kidding me?
Yeah, and that's
Slayton
crazy.
is like 6'1". Tony's not even a good blocker. I don't know about Robinson. He might be too small, but we need receivers that can block too. Because part of this offense is receivers that can go out there and block. They don't.
Exactly.
Hey,
And
I'll
you
be right
need
back,
receivers
fellas.
that are willing to block. It's not all about catching the ball. It's
That's
not
what I
all
was
about
talking about
catching
with
the ball all
the
the time. You
screen.
need guys that are willing to go out there.
That's what I was talking about with the screen
And it
game,
sucks.
because you're gonna have to have blockers in order, and it just can't be the line. See, when people talk about blocking, they say, "Oh, offensive line." You need your tight end to block. You need your wide receivers to be able to block. You need your running back to be able to block.
And Barkley sucks
So-
at blocking.
He does.
Hey,
And
ease
so
up
what?
on Barkley.
So does our receivers outside of Sterling.
He's not a good blocker, Lou. You got to admit that.
I know he's not.
He's the only person on that team, in terms of the playmakers, I trust when it comes to blocking on the outside is Shep. Nobody else is really a good blocker right now, and I hope Bellinger is that guy, but nobody else can block consistently as Shep can. And if you don't believe me, go watch his plays in 2018, 2019, the blocks this dude was making to open up stuff for Saquon and everybody else.
Whose
Shep is a
microphone
tremendous
is it?
blocker. Is it wait, let me pause my mic for a sec.
Hello, hello, hello. All right.
Is
Pat.
it? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. No, I mean, what do you think about Steve Smith, Lou? We were just going talking about how Steve
Which
Smith
one?
is a wide receiver on this team, the Giants one that like nobody ever talks about, and he's sort of a forgotten giant. Like, how do you feel about this guy? Like he was
He was a good
a hell of
player.
a player that doesn't get the
He
recognition
was
he deserves.
sure-handed receiver. Yeah. Yep. He was a
It's
sure-handed
like
receiver.
fans sort of forget how good he is.
Well, because when Victor Cruz took his spot, Victor Cruz was a little more electrifying. You know, Steve Smith was dependable, and you can count on him to get you them first downs. But Victor Cruz would turn them into touchdowns somehow. So, you know, but both of them had short careers.
But
Hello.
ironically, both of
That's
them had the
true.
same injury, a
That's
patella tendon
unfortunate.
injury that ended their careers early.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All our receivers. That's the thing that hurts the most. Is every good receiver we've had, none of them
That's
have been
your
able.
mic,
Besides Toomer,
NYG
none of them have been
22.
able to have a good long career.
Oh, my bad, bro.
None of our receivers we drafted that have been took off immediately have been able to stay healthy, and that's the damn shame about it. Cruz, Nix, Manningham, Shepard, Beckham to a degree, Smith. They all had some type of devastating injury or something that kept them from having a long career of success. Besides Beckham, at least, but the rest of them,
Well, we all
it's just
know Miz's take
a
on
damn
that.
shame because they were all
The
good players.
goddamn turf, according to Miz.
It could be. Some of these guys got hurt on the road. I mean, Cruz blew out his knee in Philadelphia. Smith blew out his knee in Minnesota. Nix, I mean, the dude was a walking injury. How many lower leg injuries did Nix have over the years?
Poor guy.
I mean,
He would have had a great career too.
Beckham blew out his knee at home. Well, he broke his ankle at home. Yeah, Nix was
That was the
great.
game. That was the game where all of them
I
broke
would
their
even
fucking
argue at one
ankles.
point.
That was
Oh
Victor Cruz,
God, yeah.
Sterling Shepard, Odell Beckham, and Dwayne Harrison all hurt their ankles the same damn game.
It wasn't
It was
Cruz. It was Marshall. It was Beckham, Marshall, Shepard, and
Brandon
Harris.
Marshall, yeah. And Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, and we had Roger Lewis Jr. as our only receiver left. That was the only guy left on the roster at wide receiver was Roger Lewis, which pretty much killed our season in 2017 when those guys all went down in that game. Because after that, Eli he couldn't recover. Sort of what happened this past year, but
No, I think John Ross is gone, Nimmer.
yeah, he's not on the
But
team
guys,
anymore. Richie James is the new John Ross.
Then we picked up another guy too, Foster, I think his name
Foster, yeah, from the Bills, Robert Foster,
was.
Robert Foster.
former Alabama receiver.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. They've been giving a lot of praise to Slayton lately
Slayton's
too.
job. Fuck that guy.
I think they've been praising Slayton. They have been giving praise to Slayton lately. So, I'm saying maybe Slayton might have a role on this offense. Who knows?
But Slayton, the thing about it was though, is Slayton is the receiver that has the most chemistry with Jones. So I don't know what happened to Slayton. Slayton was balling. Y'all act like Slayton wasn't. Well, not y'all. You know what I'm saying. But people act like Slayton wasn't doing his thing, and then all of a sudden he just fell off a cliff. So
because people treated him as a number one receiver when he wasn't. That's why they thought he was a number one receiver, and he's really not.
Well, the
he doesn't
issue
have
is
to be that.
the issue is we haven't had a number one receiver. We haven't had NYG 22. Your mic is killing me, bro. We haven't had a number one wide receiver in so long that we've been forcing our number twos to be number ones, and that's not the way to go. You can't expect him to be a number one when he's a number two, a three maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and that's what it was. He looked
Nice
good for that
Galladay and
one
Tony
season.
take that. Be
But
nice to see Galladay and Tony become close to 1,000-yard receivers this year on this offense, because that's what we expect from the both of them, especially Galladay. But
it's almost 1
who
in the
knows?
morning, fellas, and I got to
Right.
be at work in a few hours. But thank you guys for holding it down.
Oh,
Thank you
damn.
guys for rolling out with me. Make sure you catch us Tuesday night on Big Pat Sports Talk for the Giants Man Cave. Jay Lay, you are welcome to come. What? Oh, he's already gone. And thank you guys for rocking out with us, man, for real.
It's
I'm
that time
tired,
of the
bro.
night.
Hell yeah. But prayers up for Joe, man.
Yeah, me too.
And you guys make sure you catch us Tuesday and next Saturday as well. Catch us Wednesday for the True Big Blue podcast on Big Pass Sports Talk as well. And then Saturday night back on G Nation. Thursday night on G Nation as well for the Big Blue Lounge. But Saturday night for Leather to the Face. But with that being said, that's how I'm going to end it, fella.
Ain't no chatting, no liking, just action. All my in front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now, cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now, cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champions.